Water, First Pitch on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else. More of First Pitch next on 710.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
Craving that beach vibe? There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. Visit your local Islands restaurant.
Pechanga Resort Casino is celebrating 20 years of partnership with the LA Angels. Come play your perfect combination at Southern California's premier resort casino. You'll indulge in world-class amenities, including exceptional entertainment, award-winning dining, an outdoor pool complex, spa luxury, golf, and 24/7 gaming. An expansive casino floor, 1,100 hotel rooms and suites. Head to Pechanga Resort Casino just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA to book a reservation. Go Angels.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify. Safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
The biggest show on the radio.
Would you eat a live cricket?
Eat a live cricket.
For $100.
You would not lose your job or get fired for that.
Some people do those.
You wouldn't get hurt.
Yeah, I'd eat a deep fried cricket, but I wouldn't eat a live cricket. No, but I would do those things they sell in Seattle.
Yeah, the fried. I've had those.
You've had those?
Fried insects.
What are they like?
I had them in Mexico. They're delicious. They're crunchy.
Yeah.
They're almost like potato chips with legs.
Would you eat a deep fried roach?
Oh, God.
But what's the difference?
Because a roach is different. A roach is just different. In the backyard, we will often have a squirrel. And I will always think,
people eat those.
That's just well, we did when I was growing up.
You did?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, no way.
My dad hunted for everything.
What do they taste? Don't say they taste like chicken. What do they taste like?
I hate to say it. They do taste like chicken.
Mason and Ireland, coming up next at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. This is the Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water First Pitch with Greg Bergman, talking all things boys in blue and the Halos. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else. Let's get back to First Pitch right now on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710.
All right, welcome back to the Travis and Sleep. Well, look what I'm doing here. Dump that. I don't want any of that in there. Welcome back to the Travis and DeMarco show. Travis and DeMarco are out in Fontana, and they're having some technical difficulties. So this is the YouTube page's worst nightmare. It is Greg Bergman by himself for just for first pitch. It will just be till 9:30. I promise you. Don't worry about that. We're gonna try and get the guys back, but either way. At this time, until they come back, we're gonna do a little something different here. We're gonna go and let's take some phone calls right now to talk about trade deadline deals, Jorge. So if you can grab some of those phone calls for me, call in 877-710-3776, 877-710-3776. We will be talking, and I see them on the camera. So are they there and can hear me, or is that not? Are we not connected?
That's a different feed. So
different feed. Okay, so that feed is gone. So at that point, let's go into give us some phone calls. But I'm going to talk about what's going on with the Dodgers right now. Assume that this is very much a extension of the Blue Review and the first pitch, brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else. So the biggest thing that the Dodgers need right now, they need relief pitching and they need outfield help. Michael Conforto has been playing very well at the plate recently. However, he is a awful defender. And so you cannot go into a postseason series having both Michael Conforto in left field and Teoscar Hernandez in right field. That's two bad corner outfield defensive spots, and that just can't happen. So they need to go out and get somebody like a Stephen Kwan. The problem with going out and getting Stephen Kwan, they're right in the thick of it right now. From everything that you're seeing on Twitter right now, they're right in the thick of getting both Stephen Kwan. But the other team that's really into it right now is the Padres. And the Padres, there's a guy named Dennis Lin who is a Padres writer and a MLB writer who works for The Athletic. And what he was talking about was that Leo DeVries, who was the number 3 overall prospect in Major League Baseball, was asked for by the Guardians to get Stephen Kwan for the Padres. Obviously, Leo DeVries was just traded to the Athletics for Mason Miller. So Mason Miller, one of the best relief pitchers out there, throws like 104, 105 miles an hour, is now a Padre. But what the Padres did was they gave up their number 1, 3, like 15, 17, and 18 prospects just to get Mason Miller. To me, that's way too much. Way too much to go get a relief pitcher that only comes in for 1 inning at a time. I mean, he's obviously one of the best guys out there, but at the same time, giving up that much of your farm system is way too much for one guy, and especially a relief pitcher. If they did all of that for Stephen Kwan, I think I would understand it a little bit more. But to give the Padres some credit, which never really like to do, to give the Padres some credit, they went out and they go for it year after year after year. They don't care what their farm system looks like. They consistently just get rid of everybody to go get the guys that they're looking for. And that's not what the Dodgers are doing right now. Obviously, there's still time. They need to get till 3 o'clock to get something, but there's not a lot out there anymore for them. Stephen Kwan is the biggest chip that they're going after. It feels like to me. I would love to have Stephen Kwan manning left field. He's a Gold Glove outfielder. He gets on base pretty consistently. He's probably around a 280 hitter this year, but having Stephen Kwan would really, really help that outfield defense, and also would just help lengthen the lineup just in general. So you would have Mookie Betts and probably Stephen Kwan go second, and having Shohei third. Not sure how that order would go if they can somehow get him, but at some point, that would be a very, very good top of your lineup and really help your outfield defense out. Now, when it comes to relief pitching, the Dodgers still need to go out and get relief pitching. They know they grabbed a couple, but there's not much left out there they can go after. Griffin Jacks is still out there from Minnesota. David Bednar is a good closer that's still out there from Pittsburgh, who they should have traded last year. He's already gone up and down from AAA because he was a mess early in the year, but he's pitching really, really well right now. So that would be a great guy to go after. But you've already seen other teams go out there and get relief pitching. And we were trying to talk about it just before we went to the break, but the Mets went out and got the guy that I really wanted, Ryan Helsley from St. Louis. So that helps their back end of the bullpen where they already have Edwin Diaz. And then they went out and we just talked about how the Padres went out and got another top-tier prospect, top-tier relief pitcher in Mason Miller. Johan Duran from Minnesota is now in is now in Philadelphia. So the teams that are in the NL West that are looking to grab to surpass the Dodgers are getting back into the bullpen help. And until the Dodgers do something, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Hopefully they go out and get somebody. It might be a guy like Jax or Bednar. But what's happening with the Dodgers right now, they're losing a lot of games. And now I think they're going to be just fine. I think they're poised to go on a major run. But with this trade line coming up at 3:00, I need to see them do something. I'm going to be massively disappointed if they don't do anything because of what everybody else is doing around them. And now that the Padres are only 3 games back and just picked up Mason Miller, they're going to be, if their back of the bullpen is very, very, very strong, the Dodgers need to do something as well. And just globbing onto another deal that Cincinnati and Tampa Bay had going on and getting a couple of guys that aren't really going to make that much of a difference probably this year. They might be able to, but they need a big name back there. They need something that is cost effective so they don't have to give up too much for their relief pitching. I don't want to be like the Padres and give up your number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 18, 34, 36. They're all of their prospects just for one guy, but they need to go out and get something. That's why Ryan Helsley made the most sense to me, even though he's already over there in New York, because he was cost effective. Either way, give us a call, 877-710-3776, 877-710-3776, and we will take some of your phone calls, talk about the trade deadline, what you think about the Dodgers, what you think they should do, who they should go after, whether you think Andrew Friedman is being cheap or you think Andrew Friedman is just doing what he normally does and just comes in and makes some kind of deal at the deadline because he always does. Go ahead and do that. And Jorge, if you can take us away. This is First Pitch brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th Annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Tomorrow, it's Leagues Cup Match Day 2, and LAFC faces a tough test as they take on Mexican side Pachuca at BMO Stadium.
David flips it over the keeper to the back post. It bounces it in. Oh, what a goal!
Don't miss a minute of the action as the Black and Gold continue their climb towards the knockout stage.
David Martinez!
Pre-game coverage kicks off tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. The Black and Gold. Play here.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason in Ireland is next at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
When I rode a bull.
I
rode a bull.
Wait.
You did that
I rode
too.
a bull in Texas.
Like the actual or an electronic?
An actual.
No, I rode an actual bull. I won the celebrity bull riding contest. I stayed on the bull for 6 seconds.
I stayed on for 3.5 seconds.
What the bleep?
Yeah.
Well, I did it on live TV.
Oh my, you guys are wild, man.
The OGs of LA Sports Talk.
Mason in Ireland on 710. The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Back Monday at 3 p.m.
They can still develop film at a CVS?
Yes, of course.
Because I've told you guys, like I used to take those disposable cameras and stick them down my pants and take pictures of the entire roll.
I remember that.
Yeah, like
this development.
Like, have you ever been to a wedding where people used to have the disposable cameras on the table? Nobody else did that other than me?
No.
Absolutely not.
You didn't take a disposable camera and take pictures of your stuff, and then they would go to develop it. They're like, "Who's this?"
There have been some people fired at this place because of that stuff.
For what? I just made the admission on the air. That's all.
That's why. When you were naked, I told you to be careful when you posted it.
Oh, that's right. When I was naked with the Mandy.
With the Mandy.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't really. Well, I was naked, but I was covered. But you said that you could see a reflection.
There's a
Mandy.
reflection. Yes.
Yeah.
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah, tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN. You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. This is the Arrowhead Mountain Springwater first pitch. With Greg Bergman, talking all things boys in blue and the Halos. Arrowhead Mountain Springwater. Nothing else. Let's get back to first pitch right now on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710.
All right, I think we go. Wait, I got to put that on hold. I think we got Trav. Can you put him up, Jorge? I think we got Travis here. So, Travis, I just had my own show for the first time. Live on
How'd that
710.
feel?
It was great.
You got like 15 minutes of monologuing. That's pretty good.
That
man.
was.
I'd say that's like that's a real test. That's a good job by you. What'd you say? Was it good?
I don't know, man. Probably not. But either way, I know that YouTube absolutely hates it always. But I was just talking about the Dodgers and that they need to go out and do something because of the relief pitching that is going around everywhere else. So seeing Ryan Helsley in New York, seeing Johan Duran in Philadelphia, and now Mason Miller after the Padres give up 5 of their top prospects for a relief pitcher, and down to San Diego. They need to go out against like somebody like David Bednar or somebody like Griffin Jacks. They need to get something.
Well, I agree. I think they need something very clearly because, we saw again last night that Blake Treinen really looks like he's a ways away from being Blake Treinen again. We know that Tanner Scott and Kirby Yates haven't looked like we were hoping that they would look, but most of the major pieces on the board, the guys that you just mentioned, moved. And not only did they move, Greg, they moved to the teams that the Dodgers are going to play in the postseason. They're going to play San Diego. They're going to play Philadelphia. They're going to play the New York Mets. Like, these are the teams that are collecting these guys. It really is something. Now, I was poking around a little bit this morning and talking to some folks, and one of the, some of the feedback that I was getting back was just that the Dodgers kind of philosophically do not like to pay big dough or big prospect allocations, capital, whatever it is, for short-term relief pitchers. That's just kind of philosophically where they do not want to go. But they're obviously kind of zigging where everyone is zagging. It doesn't mean that they can't get something done for a Jax or Bednar or some of these other guys that you've mentioned. But, we're getting closer to it, and the biggest names on the board have moved, and they're kind of standing there. Maybe they think that they need more offense than they need, bullpen help. Maybe Stephen Kwan is still in the mix. I heard that a little bit ago.
Yep.
But it's really interesting that the other, quote unquote heavyweights, the Padres, the Phillies, the Mets all went and got really high leverage arms at the back end, and the Dodgers are still, kind of hamming and egging it here with only a few hours to go.
You mentioned Stephen Kwan, and at the same, so apparently Dennis Lin, who's the athletic writer for MLB and for the Padres, said that they asked for Leo DeVries, who is the number 3 overall prospect in all of Major League Baseball and the number 1 prospect in the Padres farm system. He went to Sacramento, I guess you call him now. He went to the Athletics for Mason Miller. So that means that they're asking for a high price for Stephen Kwan, which would mean like a Josue DePaula or Zaire Hope or even something like Dalton Rushing, although I don't think that happens now with Hunter Fiducia going. So are you willing to give up those types of deals, those guys, for Stephen Kwan?
It's funny, Greg, and I'm really not trying to not answer the question, but this is one of those times where I'm not going to pretend that I know more than Andrew Friedman.
Right.
You know what I mean? If he thinks it's a good idea, it probably is. If he thinks it's a bad idea, it probably is. That he's got an idea of what these guys are more likely to become, what the costs are. If he sees a guy like DePaula and says, no, I'm not trading him for a guy like Griffin Jacks or something like that, that's going to be one of those deals that you look back on and feel bad about. then I'm okay with them saying no. Now, I don't know if they got a 3-game lead in their division right now. They haven't played good baseball in the better part of a month. We know the guys are coming back. We know that they're going to get more healthy, and that's all really good news. But they're super stale right now, and a trade can sometimes kind of launch you from there and kind of find a new way to attack these things. So I do think that there's something there. I do think that you want to do something just to kind of freshen this up a little bit. But if they're not they're willing to make trades when they get what they want. When you see a Scherzer or a Turner or some of these, a Machado and a Darvish, they're willing to make deals for guys if they get the guys that they want. They just might not see something that they like.
No, and Stephen Kwan would be a guy that you would think they would like because he's also under team control for the next couple of years as well. He's a gold glove outfielder, and what my point was when I was talking about him and before you guys came on was that gold glove outfielder, putting him in left field, now you don't have two really bad spots in your corner outfield spot. Teo and Michael Conforto can't start in the postseason. That your defense is too blocked down from that. They're both bad outfielders in those two spots. You need somebody like a Stephen Kwan in left field, and especially with the team control, you kind of want to give up prospects. And Josue DePaula is an outfielder, and that's somebody that you would with Kwan here, kind of is blocked too.
Yeah, I get that, and that makes a lot of sense. And I'm a big believer in proven major league talent is always going to trump prospect potential.
Yes.
Right? Stephen Kwan is not a question mark. Stephen Kwan is not something that, hey, he might be good in the major leagues.
I'll be right now.
He is good in the major leagues. He made the All-Star team this year. He's a very good player, so I'm with you. And just a quick aside here, I was on YouTube last night.
Even if it goes against your budget, though, because you made moves in the offseason so you wouldn't have to do this now.
Yeah.
And it looks like you may have to say we were wrong.
Best laid plans and all that.
Best laid plans and
right.
start again. So it may affect your budget going further with your prospects. So it's just some people you didn't think you were gonna give up. You might have to fix what ails you right now.
Yeah, and that's you might be right, but like budgeting of prospects, I think, is probably more likely than it is budgeting of money.
But that's what I mean, of prospects, yes.
Yeah. But like we were talking about yesterday, I think one of the things that the Dodgers have an advantage on that has nothing to do with or at least not obvious economics, like $700 million for Ohtani and $300 for Betts and $300 for Freeman. They have the advantage of they're better at picking players than most other teams. So even if they're picking towards the back, they're likely to find.
I do, because everybody eventually catches up, or they hire out from under you.
That could happen. Yeah. But it hasn't happened in 10 years.
This is true.
So it maybe even closer to 15. The reason the Dodgers are back where they are, the reason that they've been able to kind of create this thing is going way back to the Clayton Kershaw class, and then all of a sudden you get a Corey Seager class, a Cody Bellinger class, a Will Smith class, and they just keep kind of reloading this. Now, it's different now because you look around the field, really the only homegrown guys that they have that's kind of in the mix right now is Will Smith and Pages. Those are the two guys that you have, and you're like, okay, we found them, we developed them. But that's because most of their guys they've traded away for proven major league commodities. And, Greg, I want to go back to something you said a second ago.
Pages, right?
Yeah.
Catch the damn ball.
Oh,
that was tough.
Yeah,
that was a really tough catch.
It was. You're both
Greg,
right.
shut up. Catch the damn ball.
No.
See, you give people breaks all the time. See?
Oh, absolutely.
If somebody else did it, he's a moron. He's an idiot.
No.
He's garbage. He's trash.
Dropped one
Catch
too.
the damn ball.
Altman dropped one too, and that was a tough catch too.
No, stop.
I bet you
That's
called him
not a
garbage.
drop.
See?
No,
dude, the guy was 5 feet over the wall.
That
you can't
too.
call that a drop.
I need you to make that catch.
It would have both in the glove. No matter what, they were both in the glove. They were both very, very difficult. No, it shouldn't have happened.
You guys are
I'm
both
with you.
so far gone.
No, what do you mean, Trav? I'm saying he should. The fact that he even got
You're
close to
paying
making
him, right? He's a major leaguer.
Sure,
Make that play.
Sure. The Outman one would have been the best catch of the year.
Yes.
by far.
It literally would have been that he got a glove on it was a miracle. Pages probably should have caught that. Now, that being said, it's a really hard play, but to your point, DeMarco, catch it anyway.
You're out of the inning.
Nobody touched
right.
you. It's right up against the wall. There's fans right there. But oddly enough, the fans kind of got out of the way. They did him.
I think he was expecting something that never showed.
I do too. I think you're exactly right. That being on a scale of 1 to 10 of difficulty, That's like an 8.9. That's a really hard catch. He should have made it anyway.
I need you to make that one.
Yeah. No, the Outman one was, come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that was Spider-Man.
I'm still expecting you to make that catch.
No,
even though it's a miracle. You got your glove on it.
You expect a miracle?
You got your glove on it. You could have caught that thing. You just didn't.
Be happy he brought it back in.
He saved a run until that run came in anyway. It was like it was not their night. It was kind of an ugly situation. I keep trying to get this in here.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, I was on YouTube last night. You know, it just kind of if you're watching something, it just automatically feeds you the next thing, right? So I was watching some Dodger highlights, and the next thing that popped up was like a highlight compilation of last year's World Series. And take a wild guess what just kept jumping off the screen at me over and over and over again that was not Freddie Freeman just turning into Babe Ruth for 5 nights.
And it wasn't Aaron Judge dropping balls?
Well, no, not
the Yankees imploding.
Well, no, not that. It was Mookie Betts in right field.
Oh,
it was Mookie Betts getting hits all
yeah.
over the place. It was Mookie Betts making catches up against the wall. It's Mookie Betts throwing guys out on the base. It's Mookie Betts constantly on base. And you're talking, Greg, about how, well, if you get Steven Kwan, it takes Michael Conforto off. You can do, and you're right. But the most obvious solution is standing right in your face. It's not finding another outfielder. It's taking one of the best outfielders in the whole damn league and putting him back in the outfield.
I don't know why that's so hard for them. I don't.
It shouldn't be that hard for them, but we've talked about it before. There's a slim chance that it even possibly happens. He's their shortstop. He's like leading. He's like one. I think it said the other day that he was 3rd in the league in all of Major League Baseball in runs saved as a shortstop. He's playing a good shortstop. Now, is it because of him or is it because of Freddie Freeman picking a ball or jumping way high up in the air to save him a little bit? But he's been playing a good enough shortstop that they believe he's a good shortstop. I still believe he should be in right field.
I will concede that he is surviving at shortstop, maybe even better than surviving. I think
Above
your point
average.
about Freddie Freeman is a good one. Guys, he's not hitting. He is a below average offensive player in the major league. Let me say that again.
Yes.
Mookie Betts, deadlock cinch Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer, is a below league average offensive player and has been since he went to shortstop.
Do you think it's because he's playing short?
I think that it's worth finding out if that's true or not.
By putting him back at right?
Yes.
I'm with you. Why can't you do that?
If you put him back in right field and he continues to bat 240, then it's not
we were
playing
wrong.
shortstop.
Okay, right.
But what happens if it is? Then all of a sudden, if he turns back into Mookie Betts again, you've got Mookie Betts. You can survive with somebody else at shortstop.
Yes.
Your outfield just got infinitely better by the addition of a guy. I think he's won 6 Gold Gloves. And there's no downside to it other than
Mookie takes a hit that he was wrong.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
but what happens if, let's say, to your first point, that he goes to right field, he bats 240, he's the same guy. Yeah. You don't move him back to shortstop. Say, okay, this didn't work out in right field, so let's put you back in shortstop. That's not going to happen.
Let me tell you this. Okay, I hear you, and that's a fair point. But if they put him back in right field and he continues to hit 240, they got big problems.
They got a.
There's
a problem.
Yeah, there's a problem.
That's glaring now.
Yeah,
right. Yes.
This is not we can't move him back. This is hey, we got this guy for 7 more years, making nearly $40 million a year, and he's a 230 hitter. You got a problem at that point. Let's see if we don't have a problem. You know, and if you got to leave him in right, you got to move him back to short or whatever. We can figure that out down the line.
I think this is just symptomatic of his entire year.
I do too.
Starting with the weight loss.
And that's why I think that, and look, he had something in his personal life that obviously was a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a huge deal, and I'm not minimizing it. But what I'm saying is if he's going to play, there are expectations. And he is playing, and he has been better in the outfield than he's been in the infield offensively. So let's see if that doesn't unlock some stuff.
Here, look, he's better, or he wants to play short. It's better. He's better at right, but they're better if he's at right.
I agree.
And that's the only thing I would be concerned with.
I agree.
The Dodgers are better if he's out at right field. And that's I can't believe that's even a thing that we're talking about. If it makes them better, it should have happened a long time ago.
It's one of the few things that this regime has done that you're like, this doesn't make a lot of sense.
Right. It's the only one.
They have been so good and so strategic in doing what's best for the team, in making economic decisions, in making acquisitions, in making trades where they are right way more than they're wrong. And
empathy of deep blue, none.
And even when they're wrong, it's like, yeah, I get what they were doing.
Right.
It just didn't work.
Except for this.
This doesn't make a ton of sense.
So
like that all of us think about it. Last year in spring training, they're like, Gavin Lux sucks. We'll just put Mookie there. It's like there was no plan. They were completely unprepared for that situation, and they've just kind of ridden it out since then. It just doesn't add up.
So I think I'll go to your side after this trade deadline. If they do not bring in a Stephen Kwan or an outfielder that's of that type of level, I would even think maybe somebody like Luis Robert, who's starting to hit a little bit better. I don't really want him, but the fact of the matter is that he's starting to hit better, and he's a very, very good defensive center fielder.
It's got a little earthquake out here.
Earthquake,
Greg.
Oh, boy, now you're getting
I
earthquake.
thought that was Travis stomping his feet. I'm like, is that mad about Mookie?
No, that was a
Dang,
bit of a
but
ripple.
I'll come to your side if they don't pull in another outfielder, because you can't have those two guys in the outfield in a postseason game. You can't have Teo and Conforto and the terrible defense that they bring in a postseason game. So I'll fully go to your side. You don't bring in Stephen Kwan, then I'm very much on board with Mookie. Let's go to right field. I just don't know if they'll do it. I don't think they'll do it. I just don't.
We just told him we had an earthquake. He hadn't asked if we're okay.
I mean, I just think
he
every
hadn't
time you
asked
say
us
earthquake,
once, are we okay? He just goes on
it was
with the
probably
Dodger
like
stuff.
a 2.2. Like, I'm sure you're just perfectly fine. But I want to know, what did Emily do? What did Emily do?
I am not a seismologist. No, Emily was chill. Emily was
good
chill.
Job, Emily.
I am not a seismologist, but I do know that there's, a few hundred people out here right now?
Yeah.
Everybody stopped and looked at each other like, do you feel that too?
Yes.
That's what happened.
Greg was like, I know you're in trouble, but hold on. Let me tell you this.
Honestly, because we're in California and these things happen all the time. Talk to me when it's a 6.5, you know?
Don't even say that out loud, dude.
Yes.
Don't even say that out loud. Greg, do you have something to tell me about Arrowhead Water right now?
That first pitch is brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else. Thanks, guys. Hopefully
you got
stick
it, Greg.
on.
Good pinch hitting right there. Very, very well done. We are out here in Fontana. It is a great day. It's the largest free youth soccer camp hosted by the Empire Strikers. And Emma, are we doing this right now? We're going to take a quick little pit stop, right? We're going to come back with Mayor Acquanetta Warren. She is the mayor of Fontana. She's standing right next to me. We will speak with her coming up next, right here on DeMarco and Trav, 710 ESPN. And it is officially, it's been officially the summer. It's hot today, right? And it's going to start getting hotter every single day for the next several months here, and you know what that means. You're going to be running that air conditioner all the time, and this is where Next Gen comes in, right? Next Gen, the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and electrical team of SoCal sports fans. I've had the folks from Next Gen out at my house to look at my air conditioning, and it was awesome because mine was not doing so great, and then all of a sudden the Next Gen folks come out, they diagnose it exactly, they tell you exactly what's going on, they tell you exactly how they're going to fix it, and bam, all of a sudden my house is nice and cool. So if you are experiencing that air conditioning problem, when you crank it up for the first time, Next Gen is the first time. Whether it's a repair or a replacement, Next Gen has got thousands of 5-star reviews ready to hook you up. 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN or nextgenairandplumbing.com.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Discover Big League Hydration with Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, delivering refreshment all season long. Sourced from carefully selected springs right here in the West, Arrowhead is crisp, refreshing, and complete with naturally occurring minerals. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, the official water of Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
The success you've already had matters at University of Maryland Global Campus because we're a school for real life. An accredited state university, UMGC lets you earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and relevant life and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. We offer affordable tuition and online and hybrid courses. Classes start August 13th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by SCHEV.
for over 20 years, Purple Wave Auction has been the trusted leader in online auctions, offering the easiest way to buy and sell equipment. From bulldozers to backhoes and combines to cranes, we host multiple weekly auctions in construction, ag, and fleet equipment. With our no reserve format and sell where it sits approach, you can bid on local equipment without waiting for far off auction dates. Get registered for free and start bidding today at purplewave.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, so we are very lucky to be out here in Fontana, California today. We are here at the largest free youth soccer camp hosted by the Empire Strikers, and we are joined right now by the mayor of the beautiful city of Fontana, California, Acquanetta Warren. Ms. Mayor, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for having us to Fontana today.
You know what? Thanks for coming to Fontana. You are in the best city around.
It is a beautiful
Love
day
your
here.
energy. I do.
And you got, I'm looking right here over our shoulder, and you got a bunch of these kids look like they're 5, 6, 7 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
Having the time of their life, learning a little bit about soccer. How nice is it to have something like this in your backyard?
It's beautiful. Let me tell you, some of these kids left in tears yesterday when the camp was over. They were like pissed.
It was so hard, or what?
It was just like, why?
Fun?
I mean, I had my grandkids out here, and they were mad because they had to go to piano lessons.
Travis, I think we can take them. This is our age right here.
Right.
That would be my last chance.
I
A
think
little
we
bit
can win
older than
this
that,
right here.
I'm out.
So the first question I have to ask is, how long and how long has this been here? This complex.
This has been here since fall of 2023. We have a thing in Fontana called Promises Made, Promises Kept. And our community was outraged when this particular area was just going to have the industrial around it. But you know what? I worked closely with all of these developers and these big boxes you see out here, and they paid for this.
Really?
And they use it during lunchtime, too.
Yeah.
They come over and play soccer, and they play football together. But this is a community effort. And look how beautiful it is.
It is
I heard this
spectacular.
would have all been warehouses.
Yes, but, we said, nope, we're going to do something in the middle of this for the community, and it worked out perfectly.
How does it impact the community, too, to have an organization like the Strikers, a professional sports team on this side of town? You know, most of this stuff is located in L.A.
Right.
It's in L.A. County and Orange County and places like that. But to have your own team here in the IE.
You have no idea. This is what made this so exciting. Jeff Burum called me early on and said, I'm going to have a professional indoor soccer team here in the Inland Empire. And I just looked at him. I mean, you know how you can really look at somebody through the phone. I put the phone like, huh? But let me tell you, when Jeff says he's going to do something, he gets it done. It's just refreshing. We don't have to go to L.A. I don't have to take the Metrolink, fight the shuttles. I can just get in my car or Uber right over there.
Yes.
And see the team.
You can go meet your hero right
Meet my hero right here. And they're out here today. They were out here yesterday. Those players have been coaching these children all week. And it's just incredible. You don't see this in the IE.
It's got to be an incredible treat for the kids, too.
Oh, my God.
Because, to get a chance to, and DeMarco has talked about this a lot, just giving back to the community and getting a chance to touch the little guys, little guys and girls that are just, they see a professional athlete. It's like, holy smoke, that's like God on earth.
And this is what made the difference. I grew up in South Central. It's called historic South Central now. I grew up and just understanding to have people, even like yourself, to show up and act, even if you're just acting, but when kids find out you care about them, they thrive better.
Yes.
And that's what Jeff brought to this community. That's what he brought to our region. He wants this team to belong to us, and it does. And we all support that effort because we're worth it and we deserve it. And he has put together an incredible organization. So when he said he wanted to do this camp, everybody said we're in.
Yeah.
We're in.
I heard earlier that Fontana has made a big switch, a big change.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I don't know much about Fontana and its politics and everything, but I've heard you're on the way back. Is that accurate?
We're on the way up.
Okay.
You see in those movies when they shoot up?
Yes.
We're on the way up. We are the regional leader in this community. We have taken stands that provide public safety to a level that no one else can even command. We make sure that our public is safe our priority is public safety, and part of that is making sure that we take care of our residents. We are forefront when it comes to homeless. We have said we will eliminate homelessness in our community, and we're bringing other cities along with us, and we're working together to make sure any issue that keeps our community down, that we take care of it. We worry about education. But this city, in 2002, appointed me on the council, and my first project was Healthy Fontana. So all of this works together. All of this comes together to make sure that our residents receive those services that they need to be healthy. And that's why this is important to our children.
And there's the future right there. You know, funny you mentioned that about growing fandom and guys being connected. You know, that's actually when I became a Raider fan, is when I met one.
Yeah.
He came down to our Pop Warner spaghetti feed. He sat there, and I was just in awe. It was Reggie Kinlaw, the nose tackle.
Wow.
And I shook his hand, and I'm like, he's real. He's in my neighborhood. It made all the difference. I started dreaming that day of becoming a pro.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. That connection is huge, and it's real.
I tell you, when Mayor Bradley, remember Tom Bradley?
Of course, yeah.
That is my mentor. You know, I've had the opportunity to, his wife told me one time, he would be proud of you. I was on his Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. When he came to Locke High School, where I graduated from, that was it for me.
Yeah.
That was it. And then I grew up with Ron Brown's parents.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you, we've had so many celebrities that we could look back to. But you know what's going to happen one day? When a man has a vision, like Jeff Burum has for this region, because what Jeff always does is think about the region, not just what he's doing with his business financially. When a man has a vision and they can bring other people along with that vision, that's who you want to be around. That's who you want to be around.
It is a great day. Tons of kids out here having the time of their life, getting a chance to do something that they will remember for a very, very long time. We are speaking with Mayor Acquanetta Warren. She is the mayor of Fontana. Mayor, thank you so much for having us. This is a great event, and
Look,
we enjoyed the
I want you guys to come back every week. We are always, this is nothing new for us.
Yeah.
We're always doing something.
Okay, next time I come back, I'm bringing one thing with me.
Short.
A goalpost.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm going to put a goalpost over here. Football, you know.
You could probably find some football.
In about another 2 weeks, it's on.
Yeah,
okay,
I bet.
there we go.
There's some good football.
I mean, they'll be out here playing football in another 2 weeks.
There are some very good high school football teams out here. Thank you again, Mayor.
Thank you very
much.
Warren. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you all,
Great
too.
to be here as well. We got a little Far Side coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Tomorrow, it's League's Cup Match Day 2, and LAFC faces a tough test as they take on Mexican side Pachuca at BMO Stadium.
David flips it over the keeper to the back post. It bounces it in. Oh, what a goal!
Don't miss a minute of the action as the Black and Gold continue their climb towards the knockout stage.
Introducing Golden Hour, our new mango dragon fruit sparkling spring water. Arrowhead, straight from the west.
Wilderness CBT with Power Moonroof, Harman Kardon speaker system, and a 10-way power driver seat for just $319 a month plus tax for 36 months. One at this payment, S3735-805, MSRP $37,764, $33.99 due at signing. Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net. On approved Tier 1 credit through Subaru Motors Finance. No security deposit, 10,000 miles a year. Model code SRI-23. This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Hey, it's Mace. Workplace stress is now a leading cause of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce feeling it more than ever. You can't escape work, but you can take small steps to take care of yourself. A walk, some sun, a favorite song. Therapy is one of those steps. Ongoing support to build resilience for whatever the day throws at you. Balance is tough. Getting help shouldn't be. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
We all hear.
Are at work or with your kids, no matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas you've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
Well, since the quake, I've been quite thrown off a little bit.
By the way, I think we're standing at the epicenter. The epicenter.
Were you serious when you said that?
Yeah, so ABC Eyewitness said that it was a 4.5 and that the epicenter was in Fontana, near Fontana.
Near Fontana,
Rialto,
okay.
Which is 5 steps from here.
Yes,
right.
we are breaking things, Travis. I love this. Did you say anything? What did you say? Because the ground shook right after you said something.
You guys can attest.
Yeah.
I was fine.
You did
fine.
No, you had a freaked out face for like 2 seconds. You were looking for which way to go just in case.
This was an important moment in Emily, as you self-identifying as a Southern Californian, because you just experienced an earthquake and kind of went, eh. You know,
I got to the table and I was like, what's happening?
That's how you know that you're a Californian. When the ground starts to shake, you look around like, is this something I need to be worried about or no? And you had the or no moment.
It was all cool, right? Passing. It's gone. It's over.
I don't like it.
But Greg
likes
Bergman
it.
did reveal his character. See what I mean? Did not ask us once, were we okay?
That's right.
Is there damage? What was happening? He just went on with his stuff. I'm going to get my stuff in.
Can I interrupt real quick?
You go ahead. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good.
But you're standing right next to me. Emily's right here. Greg's back there. He doesn't know.
Okay.
At least wait for us to say
I just wanted
something.
to make sure that somebody touched and asked you if you're. It's nice to be asked.
That's
if you're
twice.
Okay,
It might be the station because Lindsay, when my phone and my car were screwing up.
Oh, right.
It would send messages of where I was going and stuff, and they were all over the
King
place.
or whatever.
She used it as a bit. I'm like, you didn't call to check on me? I could have been in the trunk.
Snatched.
Right, I could have been gone. Right, absolutely.
Your kidnappers had a Burger King fetish, and they wanted to go get Whoppers after they were done with it.
You never know.
All you could do is say, call Lindsay.
That's what I'm saying. That's all. I got one phone call. One. And she didn't even answer. She's,
I'm going to put this on the radio.
Here, George, use it as a bit. Go ahead, Cap. Have fun with it. Nah, that's cool. But it takes some adversity to see what type of team you have. That wasn't what I wanted to talk about, actually.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I was going to bring in the 12 active guys.
Oh.
That 12 active NFL players. Is that all right to throw it in now?
Absolutely.
Okay, 12 active players. This is NFL Network. Came up with this list of the 12 active players destined for the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Hall of Fame game is tonight. We start football tonight,
Yeah,
so everybody should be excited.
officially
We made it, people. We made it back to football season. It's so hard when football's over. To get back to
Barely
it.
because of an earthquake.
Well, no, that's different. See, that kind of freaked me out. Okay, so here's the list. And it's one omission that's got my eyebrow kind of raised. So one is Patrick Mahomes.
Sure.
Anybody at some point going to wind up in the Hall of
Definitely
Fame?
in the Hall of Fame.
Yes?
They should shutter the doors if he doesn't.
Okay. Travis Kelce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will be in the Hall of Fame and may win an Oscar someday. That was pretty
I
good.
don't think so, but continue.
That was pretty good.
I thought he
The
did
honey on the
fine.
chest. I thought he pulled that
An
off.
Oscar is a high bar, but go
I
on.
watched it again.
Yeah,
I watched Happy Gilmore 2 again.
No judgment
That
for me.
movie makes me happy.
Yeah.
I can care less what you think. Edge, TJ Watt.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Aaron Rodgers.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, no doubt.
Multiple MVP champion.
Going into the Hall of Fame. Myles Garrett, yes.
Yes.
Bobby Wagner,
Yes.
tackling machine.
Yeah.
Isn't he like
yeah.
an 8-time All-Pro?
Yes.
And has won a Super Bowl.
I thought he was on the fence about 5 years ago, and all he did was not miss a start and tackle his way right into the Hall of Fame.
And he's probably going to be up there in terms of stats, in terms
Yes.
of the all-time sack leaders, etc.
Is he still in Washington?
He's still in Washington,
Yeah.
and guess what? He's getting his, what do you call that, his business degree?
Okay, NBA?
NBA.
Yeah.
Why?
because he's one of those.
Post.
No,
Bro.
There are guys.
Yes.
And they drive me crazy.
Yes.
That no matter
that are perfect.
Yes. That no matter how accomplished they are in one thing, they strive to be equally accomplished in another.
That's just frustrating.
It's
you make us all look bad.
Can you just pick one thing? Go be the best at the one
Yes.
thing. Go be best at middle linebacker ever. Go do that.
Thank you.
Can you just leave the NBA to the guys that can't play in the NFL?
You're making it hard for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Von Miller.
Okay, sure.
Edge, no problem.
And a Super Bowl MVP.
Got to be, right? I mean, one of the best pass rushers of all time, as far as Mike Evans.
I think so.
Good. Thank God you said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of the thing about Mike Evans, though, is that the case could be made that when you're a Hall of Famer, you want to say at one point in time you were the best player at your position in the NFL. I think it should be a bar you could have to clear to get the Hall of
best
Fame.
ever at your position.
No, not ever.
Or
So
the best at your position,
So,
at
like,
least
say
once.
2018,
Yes.
you were the best player in
You
your
led
position.
catches, yards, or
And
whatever.
The thing is, Mike Evans has crazy numbers, but you would never say he was the best wide receiver in the NFL in any given year.
There's two ways in.
Yeah.
There's what Emily just described, and there's the I wasn't that, but I was always in the top 5 for 15 years.
Never left the top 5.
That's the other way in, is that you just give a top 5, top 6. I might say, like, you are just, we're going to mention your name every year for 10,
You know
12,
who had that
15
sort
years.
of career
Who?
and who's dealing with that now is Torrey Holt.
Yeah.
Same thing,
But
yes.
he's having difficulty.
Right,
So,
so
he should be in the Hall of Fame.
First
but-
ballot, maybe not, but Mike Evans will eventually be in, right?
agree.
I'd say that too. Let's see. Derrick Henry.
Yes.
Which is awesome for the devaluation of the running back, that King Henry, a guy that
Well, what's
big.
interesting, so
Yes.
I think Derrick Henry goes. I think Saquon has a chance. I don't think he's a deadlock cinch.
If you put Henry in, you got to put Saquon
Well,
in.
I think he's got a chance.
Yes.
They might be the last two for a very long time.
CMC.
Maybe he gets hurt.
He gets hurt a lot.
You're right.
He's been hurt a lot, and doesn't have
Yeah.
a championship.
Yeah.
Well, neither does Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Henry, I think, was what you described first, Em. There were many seasons where who's the best? Oh, it's Derrick Henry.
Yes.
Like he was that guy. Barkley is that guy.
CMC has had it twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm holding out hope for Genty.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
But
Yeah.
before, it was just like this endless stream of, it's going to be this guy. It's going to be Eric Dickerson. It's going to be Marshall Faulk. It's going to be Barry Sanders. It's going to be just like boom, 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 boom.
I
And
do
now
believe
it's
that
like,
in
I don't
sports.
know.
There will be a last of something. There's
Sure.
always a last of everything.
Sure.
Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple times,
yes.
Multiple MVPs.
Oh,
100%.
yes.
I think he's won 3 MVPs.
Yeah.
Is he going to have the numbers for it?
Yes.
100%.
Let me see.
He might be the best rushing quarterback that we'll ever see.
First player with 40-plus passing touchdowns and fewer than 5 picks. That should put you in off one season alone.
I would imagine.
Yes.
And I'm just guessing here. I can't imagine there's anybody that has won 3 MVPs in anything that isn't in the
Hall of Fame. Yes.
Yeah.
All-time leading rusher for quarterbacks.
Well, extenuating circumstances.
He has the most 100-yard rushing performance by quarterbacks in NFL history. Now for the offensive line, Trent Williams, no doubt, and Lane Johnson, no doubt. The only thing, the only stunning admission to me or omission to me was Matthew Stafford on that list. I would have thought that he had cleared that bar, at least of public perception.
You know what his case is?
Yes.
And I think he should be on the list too. He's Mike Evans.
Yeah,
okay. He is Mike
That's
Evans.
a good one.
That he is the quarterback equivalent of Mike Evans, which was there any one season where Matthew Stafford was unequivocally the best quarterback in football? Probably not.
There was always something you can pick.
There was always somebody else that you could say, that guy was a little
Or
bit
something
better.
about his game that you could pick apart.
Was he ever outside of the top 5 for 10 years? Not really.
This is true.
And so I think it's the same argument for him that it was for Mike Evans. And I think Mike Evans is going in for sure. I think Matthew Stafford is going in for sure.
I do too. It's just I thought he had cleared that bar. Like he would include. It's a list. Who cares about the list? But I thought that he would be on that list at least.
He should be.
I guess he's still fighting an uphill battle with some people. We know what we know, but I thought at least when you get to that, you would have
had
cleared that bar.
How long was he in Detroit? 10 years?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
So had he spent 5 years in Detroit and then moved to L.A. or another team that was successful, we wouldn't be having this conversation. He's got that Detroit. They just weren't any good.
True.
They
right.
didn't play in the playoffs. Other than Thanksgiving, early, they were really never on national television or standalone TV.
Yes.
Now suddenly goes to L.A. They're really good. They're on Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football constantly.
Yeah,
They're in
Turkey
the
Day
playoffs
games.
constantly. Yeah. But that's the one standalone game that that doesn't really, because it's the first one.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
early in the morning. It's like it's the one that you might be able to miss.
You're eating and
Cowboys
watching.
don't go first.
Yes.
Cowboys go second.
I am disappointed and kind of happy at the same time that they didn't include Jared Verse on this list. That would have been fun. I bet he's mad they didn't put him on that list. All right, the Far Side, powered by Highlands Leg Cramps and Highland Leg Cramps PM. Get reliable leg cramp relief fast. Hey, Shohei, call me.
Yeah.
I can hook you up. Yes. No more cramps for the big fella. What the heck was that all about?
You didn't look good.
Cramp in your hip? You ever had a cramp in your hip?
I've had a cramp just about everywhere.
I've never had a cramp in my hip. Raise your hand if you've had a hip cramp.
Yeah.
Right. You've had a hip cramp?
Yes.
What's a hip cramp?
It's really tight and it cramps.
My hip is never cramped. Tight and sore, yes, but never cramped. Like the muscle is tight.
Well,
no.
it's been said that the trauma lies in the hip, so maybe Shohei's working through something.
Oh.
This is a well.
That went a whole different direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every Dodger fan was like, "Oh no!"
Right.
When you saw him walk off the field with the trainer, it was a "Oh no" moment. Now he's fine. It was a cramp, thank goodness. But we can talk about that coming up in just a little bit. We are here in Fontana. It is the largest free youth soccer camp going. The Empire Strikers, of course, are hosting us today. We're going to continue to talk about that with a couple of local dignitaries coming up next.
Congratulations to Mason and Ireland, re-signing with ESPN LA for years to come.
After a grueling negotiation, you and I will continue here at 710 ESPN.
The Hall of Famer staying on LA's mega sports station with a new multi-year agreement.
The biggest show on the radio.
Weekdays noon to 3 p.m. The only home for Mason and Ireland. 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app.
And always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Take me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
DeMarco, it was you and I. We're under a little canopy right here. A nice shade. It's a beautiful day here in Fontana. We stepped outside of the canopy for half a second. It's kind of warm.
We're on Mars. Yeah.
Whoa.
Normal and hot over there.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Kids don't even notice. Look at the little kids. They love it. They're just running around.
Did the heat ever bother you as a kid?
Not really.
Me neither.
That's why I omitted a lot of Big Ten schools.
Yeah.
No. I'm a dune buggy. I am not a snowplow.
There you go.
Yes, right here.
I am 100% good in the heat, and it is a beautiful day here in Fontana. As I've mentioned before, it is the largest youth soccer camp. The Empire Strikers are scheduling us out here today, and we are joined by both Jesse Armendariz, who is the supervisor of San Bernardino County, and Jeff Burum, who is the president of MASL and managing partner of the Empire Strikers and the co-founder of National Core. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. It's exciting.
You got it. So, Jeff, I want to start with you. We just spoke with Mayor Warren a second ago, and she described you as the man with the vision. And here we are with, looking around. There are multiple fields with hundreds of kids out here having a great day, learning about soccer, playing soccer. Was this the vision that you had when you had the idea of putting these fields in this spot?
Fontana has some great facilities, so it's hard to envision such beautiful facilities and the kids running around, but we certainly wanted to spark, the children coming out, getting some free training and getting in some free gear. But I can tell you, I really didn't get the sense when we were doing it. It's a vision and the logistics of the goodwill and the feeling you see in these kids' faces. Yeah. You just can't think of things like that. It's been amazing.
Yeah, why soccer? Why soccer? Why that sport? Why here? Yes.
Fastest growing sport in the world. What people don't realize, short-sided soccer is growing faster than the 11-on-11 on the outside. TST's become big in the East Coast, which is 7v7 that Chris Paul and the NBA folks put together when they did the 3-on-3. It's cheaper to put fields together for small-sided soccer than it is to build the big stadiums. And indoor soccer was created by the U.S. Soccer Federation back in the 70s because we score 12 goals a game. American football fans, any sport, do not like to see games end in a tie.
No.
That's not the American fan.
It is anti-American sport ethic.
Nothing should end in a tie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't.
Yeah. We're going to do swing-offs. We're going to do PKs.
We're going to stay out here until we figure this out. Yes.
We're going to get a winner. Jesse, let me ask you this. Obviously, you're a part of the community out here in the Inland Empire. What does it mean to you as somebody that works in local government, that's somebody that's a part of a community like this, to see an event like this, where it's not just some kids out at a park playing soccer, but hundreds of kids getting an opportunity to play on pristine fields and spend time doing something that they clearly enjoy?
Well, when me and Jeff had met and we started talking about something we could collaborate on that would help our children, we both had something that was similar. We said, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it big. Mm-hmm. We're going to do it to a point where we can get everyone in our second district to participate. And I told him, I said, you come up with it, you build it, we'll find a way to get the money to make it happen. And that's exactly what we did. We were able to. He came back with us, gave us the proposal, said, "Look, we're going to make what we're going to call the largest soccer camp." I said, "Let's make it the largest soccer camp. Let's get these kids out of the home, get them onto the field, get them inspired, and let's make a difference in their life."
And it's all free.
All free.
All free. FREE. My favorite word. I love that. You know what else I do? No screens. They're actually out running around getting exercise in the sun.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. That's how we start with the youth, right? That's how it should be.
The activity, them out there running around, a lot of them, come to our games. They're chasing their heroes out there. I know Justin Simpson, the Golden Boot winner and our runner-up last year, is out here. They know a lot of these kids know these guys, right? I mean, DeMarco,
yeah.
It's to get to meet your heroes, guys that like you that they got to watch play for the Rams. It changes their lives. It can inspire and complete change. And when you get them out here and they start running, if they hadn't been, they've been at home playing video games. All of a sudden they realize they can run, and it makes them feel good.
Jeff, what about the vision? The idea of, okay, I want to do something like Jesse mentioned. We want to positively impact the community, but makes you decide this is how we're going to do it. We're going to build fields. We're going to create camps for kids to come out. Why this was the end result of your vision?
Well, I don't want to offend any Ram listeners that are listening, but
easy. Okay.
It shouldn't be the smallest major league sport in the country that's setting the example of the largest camps, right? We're a small club. We can do this in any city in this world, any of these big clubs. To go give back to your community, we're doing thousands of kids, thousands of free soccer balls, thousands of shirts. I did it to set an example. I called out LAFC and LA Galaxy, said we're setting the bar for free camps. It's what we need in the world today. These kids need to be inspired. We need to get them out of the house. We need to get them to believe. We don't know who the next Landon Donovan or Marco Fabian is on this field today, but we're hoping that we're going to spark one.
Not afraid to put the gauntlet down. I like it. See, but it's all to the good because you're all trying to help get kids out and performing and doing stuff. And you're absolutely right. You never know. This right here could spark some kids' interest in playing soccer, and next thing you know, he doesn't stop till he's 50. I bet you can still play a little bit. No?
No.
Yeah.
What I play really well is like pointing and saying, "Hey, we need to hire that kid."
That's
over
not
there.
what she said. That's not what she said. Come on.
Jesse, what about the impact it has on these kids and the kids right behind us right here? They look like they're maybe 5 or 6 years old, maybe 7 years old. By the time those kids are 17, 27, what does something like this mean to them that they got to be a part of a community and an event like this?
I think it speaks huge volumes to what they can learn and what they're willing to learn. It gives them inspiration, number one. Two, it also creates team building, builds confidence. It's one of those things that I think that at any point in their life, it is going to benefit them in the future. It's going to teach them skills that they would not have normally learned, but they're going to learn them on the field. You know, as a person who played sports myself, I learned what that was. I learned what it was to communicate, what it was to come together, what it was to be a team, to what it is to collaborate. So all those things were things that stick with me till today. So I'm hoping that these kids will come out here, they'll have some fun, learn some skills, and take away some life lessons.
That's the truth, man. I mean, all those lessons you learn in team sports, I mean, they have come back, right? Yep. All those lessons have come back. And the one I heard from every coach in different forms is you are who you surround yourself with. You know what I mean?
Amen.
So these are the kids and these are the people I'd love to hang out with. The ones that like to run and play and have some fun and try to, make myself better out here. That's the right ingredient there.
We're speaking with Jesse Armendariz and Jeff Burum here at the Strikers Camp here in Fontana. And one of your titles, Jeff, is Managing Partner of the Empire Strikers. That seems to me to mean you have to have your thumb on everything. You are involved in the economics. You are involved in the play. You are involved in just about every aspect of this team. Am I reading that about right?
Well, it certainly helps to have friends that I can call like Jesse. So, so for being the managing partner, I get the privilege of paying for the losses every year, but also deciding where we're going to lose the money, right?
Yeah.
Are we going to get better players? Are we going to do more free soccer camps? Are we going to, give tickets away for free to every game?
Yeah.
But that's why we play, right? I mean,
what's your favorite part of the job?
Winning. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, we're working on winning more and more. But the favorite part of the job is obviously the kids. We had an activation at the end of last season. The arena soccer. Most arenas are only 5,000 or 6,000 that play in our league. We're Toyota Arena is almost 10.
Yeah.
And we had about almost 8,000 people in the arena on our last game last year. We were down 7-2 going in the fourth period and came back and went up in the fourth period. And I'm telling you, I used to go to the forum with Magic Johnson, those guys. You've never heard a loud in that small proximity of the volume of the noise of the fans. That were just excited and looking at the kids' faces and by the way, getting on Facebook and seeing all the fans post. It's unbelievable.
That makes down 7-2 in soccer, and you came back and won.
We came back and lost in overtime, but we came back and went up. But that's what indoor soccer is.
Fast, yes. Bang, bang, bang.
Take me through, you guys mentioned that the partnership that you have and the way that you've worked together to build facilities like this, to grow the brand of the Empire Strikers. How important is it to have the partners that you do, and not one or two, but you got to bring a lot of people from the community into the operation?
Listen, we have really tried to bring major sport back to community. So we have city partners, Fontana, Ranch Cucamonga, Upland, Ontario, Chino Hills, County of San Bernardino. Bringing those partnerships together now brings us Loma Linda Children's Hospital. Now is bringing us Verizon, right? So we're trying to get to we finally are getting decent money for the front of our jersey this coming year, highest in the MASL.
Nice.
Because we're doing something in the community. The activities like this is where you can touch your community again. Bringing the players here makes a world of difference of just the community touch, just not an ad on TV, but actually the touch.
I think we should get a team together.
You ready?
I'm ready to go.
You're going to have to be the managing partner. You're going to be the one that's in charge of all of these.
No, we're on the field, man. We're playing at the same time. Let's go.
And unless I can pick it up, it's again. I can play goalie. That's my only chance.
How about a walking league? Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
see, walking.
I might be a first-round pick.
There you go, right there.
there you go. I might be able to.
No running involved.
No, that sounds good to me, gentlemen. Thank you so much for having us out here. Congratulations on an incredible achievement and. Awesome. Impacting so many people's lives positively the way that you have, and you should be very proud. It's an impressive accomplishment.
Thank you. We really appreciate being invited.
You got it. All right. That is Jesse Armendariz and Jeff Burum. We are out here in Fontana. It is the largest free youth soccer camp put on by the Empire Strikers. It is a great day out here in Fontana. We'll continue to talk with more and more people involved with the cause. DeMarco, when we come back, let's talk a little bit about Ohtani walking off the mound yesterday with that cramp in his hip, and every Dodger fan stopped breathing for about 30 seconds. We'll get into that coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Tomorrow, it's Leagues Cup Match Day 2, and LAFC faces a tough test as they take on Mexican side Pachuca at BMO Stadium.
David flips it over the keeper to the back post. It bounces it in. Oh, what a goal!
Don't miss a minute of the action as the Black and Gold continue their climb towards the knockout stage.
David Martinez!
Pre-game coverage kicks off tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. The Black and Gold. Play here.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Laker fans, meet Pro Baller Energy, the official energy drink of the Lakers. It's clean energy without the crash. No synthetic junk, just a smooth boost to keep you focused and locked in. Whether you're teeing off early, powering through the workday, or just need that extra push, Pro Baller delivers. Grab the limited edition Lakers can, available now at Costco, Amazon, and select convenience stores. Pro Baller Energy. Champions choose clean energy.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Hey, John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense. Use Thrive and protect your business.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
We've got news out of the MLB. Another person off the board for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Phillies, this is from Jeff Passan, the Phillies are finalizing a trade to acquire outfielder Harrison Bader from the Minnesota Twins, sources tell ESPN. The Harrison Bader to Philadelphia deal, which is pending medical review, will send an outfield prospect and a pitching prospect to the Twins, sources tell ESPN.
The Twins are emptying their roster. Like they've gotten rid of Paddock, they've gotten rid of Duran, they just got rid of Bader. And Duran and Bader are both guys that were linked to the Dodgers, at least, with rumors and speculation. Griffin Jax is another one of their relievers in Minnesota that's still there, that has been connected with the Dodgers and some rumors as well. So that's one of the last pieces left on the board. Bader was a potential outfielder that you could go get to try to deal with the problem you have in left field.
I wonder why you're not doing it. I wonder
it's
why
weird.
You're not making a move.
Look,
clearly it's what you need.
I agree.
Yeah.
They need an arm and they need an outfielder, and yet they've decided that they're not doing either of those things yet. We still have it's almost it's got 4.5 hours basically. So there's time, and I think he's probably working the system, however, whether it's texts, whether it's phone calls, whatever it is. I'm sure he is in contact with the people that he needs to be in contact with, but I think and
that's true. If you're on the buyer side, there's some panic. If you're on the seller side and there's still no activity, you might start to drive the price down.
Yeah. No, and I think that's probably what the Dodgers are waiting for is we're not going to pay retail. We will pay fire sale prices. That as you get closer to the deadline and you do want to move, player X, Y, Z, whether it's Stephen Kwan or whether it's Griffin Jackson. Keeping Kwan would not be a problem for the Guardians, but we really do need to move forward with prospects. We got to do so that number one prospect we were asking for, we'll ask for the number 3 prospect,
yes.
And I think maybe that's when they move. Look, I think one of the great things about the Dodgers is nobody bats 1,000. Nobody's going to get them all right. But they've gotten more right than they've gotten wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And
if
that's
you keep
why
a score, yes.
Yeah.
No one's down on them. But the one thing is if you've got a guy in mind that could help you right now, and saving face or losing face does not interest me. What interests me is getting help in the outfield, whether moving Mookie out there or not.
Yep.
Just getting help out there.
Yep.
You may need help in the bullpen.
I think so.
I'm going to leave that to you, but I would not mind another arm, especially righty on righty.
I would not mind another arm either, because what they have now, today, right, that it doesn't mean that's what they're going to have a month from now. It doesn't mean that's what they're going to have when they go into October. But what they have right now would not fill me with a great deal of confidence going into a series, because with the exception of Vezia, and Bond has been a little bit better of late.
He was good last night.
He was very good last night, and he was
good.
He's good.
Yeah.
But it's not like, okay, we got this. They need some we got this guys. And last year, think about what they got last year. None of these were, oh, man, we got last year. They got Michael Kopech. It was like, yeah, okay, we'll see. He walks a lot of guys. He was terrific. They got Jack Flaherty from the Tigers, who was okay. I think Jack Flaherty from a few years ago would have been a lot better. Jack Flaherty was incredibly important to what they did in the postseason.
Yes.
He was a big reason why they won the World Series. So it could be one of those guys that we hear something in the next, several hours that doesn't make your socks roll up and down, but becomes an incredibly important part of what they do. And I think that's part of the Dodgers' secret sauce is it's not just big game hunting. It's pulling some guys off some other teams that maybe aren't the biggest names in the sport, but they're going to fit a very specific role for the Dodgers.
Yeah, and when you start talking about prospects and whatnot, I know that you can prospects are, I wouldn't say a dime a dozen. That's not fair to say, is it? They do a pretty good job.
I think it's more true than it's wrong.
Okay, dime a dozen.
Yeah.
But there might be, like Dalton Rushing, I said this before. If you let him go for whatever deal, you may wind up regretting that sum at some point, depending on what happens after Will Smith.
Or it's one of those things you go, who?
Right, and that's probably, yes.
And
that's probably
both
what's going to happen, right.
They're both in play, and nobody's got a functioning crystal ball that I know of that could say, oh, no, this guy for sure. If you knew, Yordan Alvarez would be a Dodger. You never make those moves.
Yeah.
So you cross your fingers, you hope, you do your homework, and you see. But the other part of this, too, is the guys that we know they're going to have to elevate a little bit, too. And I want to talk about Ohtani for a second.
About that, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair concern.
Yes.
Ohtani was okay last. He actually, even though he was scheduled to go 4 innings and he only went 3+, like he didn't record an out in the 4th inning before they took him out, it was still his longest outing of the season, which is a positive. He cramped up, which is manageable, right?
Hot.
It was hot. It was 100. I think the heat index was 100. It's very humid, so that he cramped up. Not a huge surprise. But tell me you didn't have a, oh, no, moment when the trainer comes out and all of a sudden, because the 2 pitches that he threw right before he came out of the game looked like pitches that somebody that's hurt throws.
Yeah. Similar to what I looked like when we felt that earthquake. Similar. Not the same, but kind of like, that's concerning.
Yeah. What's that? What is that?
And then you see the other one. I go, oh, boy, here comes Dave. I hope. The one thing I'm looking for is please don't grab your arm.
Yeah.
Please don't grab your arm.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. And then you start to see him walk off a little bit.
And thank God he hit. Like, it was either the next inning or the inning after that.
So it's not the end of the world. There might have been discomfort, but the thing I thought was I hope this doesn't derail what we thought was going to happen with him.
Would you have rather him just taken the rest of the game off?
Yes.
Just like you don't have to force yourself to hit. Just let this cramp recover and, like, take a whole day off.
Yes. Now, there's the silver lining to this is Ohtani's a gamer. Like he wants to play. Think of he ripped his shoulder out of its joint in the World Series and he didn't miss anything.
He just put a sling in.
By the way, he was awful after that. Like he could barely swing the bat, but he was in the lineup. He's a tough guy. He wants to compete. I admire his tenacity and his ability to post every day. I think that's an incredibly admirable trait. That saying, his decision or the team's decision, this is the ultimate guy. You have to have him. Yeah.
Sorry, there's some news. The Dodgers.
Yeah.
Jeff Passan's reporting just now the Los Angeles Dodgers are finalizing a deal to acquire right-handed reliever Brock Stewart from the Minnesota Twins.
Boy,
ESPN.
The Twins are getting rid of
everybody. Do you know Brock Stewart?
Not well.
Oh, okay.
Not well.
But he's a righty.
But that okay. Look. I might not know him well. You might not know him well.
They do.
But you know who does? Andrew Friedman, Brandon Gomes, Mark Pryor. Like, those guys know what they're looking at. They know what they want. And if that's what they've set their sights, and I would imagine that does it say what's going out for the Dodgers?
Not in this first tweet, but I will let you know if it happens.
Yeah. So, look, this is kind of where they're going to live and breathe. It looks like. There's still some time to go, but look, maybe you just need some guys to get you to the finish line. Maybe they truly believe that Gratterall and Kopech and Treinen and all these guys will be firing on all cylinders by the time you get to October. Then you got not only you got your right-handed guys that you're talking about, DeMarco.
Yes. So he's 2-1 on the season, 2.38 ERA, 39 games, 34 innings pitched. You like WHIP, right?
I do.
1.09.
That's great.
That's
not no. That's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's career 10-4, career 4.48.
What's his K per 9? Does it say?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look. But no, that WHIP is really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Look,
career WHIP 1.42.
They need to get guys that can get them to their guys, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And where it got a little more complicated last night. Again, it's only his second time. Blake Treinen did not look good again last night. I have faith in him. I think he'll be all right. But we're 0 for 2 with him coming into games.
Look at his nickname. I love this guy already.
I lost my Beef Stew. All right. Yeah, let's do that.
Brock Beef Stew Stewart. I like it.
Is K for 9 SO9
yes.
on this?
Yes.
So it looks like, do you want it for this year or all time?
This year.
This year, he's looking at 10.9.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
What is it again?
10.9.
That's fantastic. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then for his for 7 years, it's at 9.2.
Okay, that means he's better now than he's been. That means he's hot. He's locked in. He's healthy. He's got to be all these sort of things.
Yeah,
Beef
you just
Stew.
Saw him, you just
Beef Stew is a great nickname.
Well, it is a great nickname. I don't want a bowl of beef stew right now. That doesn't sound like. But beef stew with a little snap.
Oh
in the
my
air.
God!
Beef stew in October.
Oh,
when
yeah.
it gets cold outside.
Yes,
February in LA, October
no,
can still be 90 degrees.
I'm just saying it's a good sign. Beef
coming in October.
Okay,
yes.
I see what you're saying.
With peas or without?
You can put anything you want in there.
Okay.
I'm on
no
board.
peas. He doesn't like peas.
Carrots, potatoes.
Yes.
Celery,
peas.
Well,
like corn, whatever.
Okay.
Throw it in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only thing that we can leave out of everything for the rest of eternity is cauliflower.
Fair.
Everything else you can
Please
put
out of my beef stew.
Anytime
it's
soup.
Substituted for cauliflower doesn't taste like the thing it's supposed to be. You know,
Of
like
course
cauliflower rice, buffalo cauliflower. Like, no, just give me that thing or not at all.
Give me the buffalo chicken wing. I'll eat that.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because chicken's better than cauliflower. Because fried chicken is one of the most delicious substances ever to be created by mankind.
Beef stew does reveal your character, though, if there's a big pot of beef stew.
Go
you know
on.
What people do. You get one ladle, put it in your bowl, and walk on, right? if you try to get a little bit more extra meat.
If
you go back in and get the extra.
I have a question for you. This is important.
Right.
So let's say I appreciate your
whatever's
adherence
on your
to the
ladle
rule.
is yours. That's all
I
you get.
ladle and I pull it up and I put my ladle full in my bowl and I look
swamp
in my bowl
potato.
and I've got no meat.
That's all
like,
you get.
I have to go veggie beef stew.
Yep.
Like
That's all you get.
I want at least one chunk of meat.
What's the message there? Stir first. There you go.
Okay.
See?
So
Whatever you get is
before I
whatever you
pull the
get.
ladle out, I need to inspect what's in the ladle.
There you go.
This is a funny story. So it's not having
We're
to
having
do
a
with
loaf
beef
of
stew.
bread on the side, right?
Of course.
Okay.
The pull part bread.
Yeah.
It's not beef stew, but it involves beef. I was on like a swimming camp thing, and we were overnight, and it was like we went to this hall to eat, my whole swim team, and they had lined up taco stuff, but it was white people tacos, so it was just ground beef and shredded cheese and stuff. White people taco night. And so again, I was like these kids' age. I was like 10, 12. I had not been home alone, and or off on my own. And so I'm one of the first people through this line. And my parents used to restrict the amount of food that we could eat because we would eat everything.
Well, you had 4 kids.
I scooped so much ground beef on my plate.
Oh, because you knew that the guardrails were gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like people were like, why did we run out of ground beef so soon? And then I have my basically full plate of ground beef, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But anyway, I would at that age have gotten multiple scoops of beef.
Yeah, a child with you said you were 10?
Yeah, somewhere 10, 11.
A 10-year-old with unlimited access to whatever it may be is going to go bad.
No impulse control on any side.
Right. There was always, I remember my folks bought a bunch of pallets of soda one time.
Oh, and left you in the house with it?
Well, it was Sunkist, it was 7-Up, it was A&W, it was Coke, it was like
summer?
Dr. Pepper, it was. And we had stacks of it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was gone in a week.
Of course it is.
And my brother and I went bananas.
It's readily available.
Yeah,
yes, and there's no governor.
One more time, if you're just tuning in and you're a Dodger fan, they did make a deal. So the Dodgers are finalizing a deal to acquire right-handed reliever Brock Stewart from the Minnesota Twins. I have not seen a post that is talking about what the Dodgers gave away.
Brock beef stew.
Yeah, I'm just going beef stew. I'm going beef stew, and he's one of my favorite players already based on the nickname. Coming up next, Cesar Rodriguez, the director of sales for Verizon. He is going to join us here in Fontana. We are here at the Empire Strikers Soccer Camp, the largest outdoor youth soccer camp that's going right here. That's coming up next on ESPN 710.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, please visit FVGradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. See website for complete details. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now. 800-417-6411. That's 800-417-6411. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-417-6411. 800-417-6411. And give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways. It is not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hack your summer with awe and awesome at SeaWorld San Diego. Get real close to over 9,000 animals.
Be wowed at the all-new Jewels of the Sea, the Jellyfish Experience. Now open. Race at unreal speeds across over 16,000 feet of coaster track. Be amazed at the reimagined Journey to Atlantis, coming soon. Make summer spectacular with high-thrill shows, concerts, and fireworks. Now through September 1st at SeaWorld. Unlimited visits plus up to $3,000 in benefits. Get an annual pass with 3 months free. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets and taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, continuing from Fontana, where the Empire Strikers are putting on an unbelievable free youth soccer camp. There are hundreds of kids. We might even be approaching 1,000 kids to mark. I'm looking on those other fields over there. They're
everywhere.
Kids all over the place.
And not an iPad out here. I love it. Yep. There you go.
Get a little sweat, get a little sun on your face. It is a good day for sure. And, of course, this stuff doesn't happen without the help of a lot of partners as well. And we are joined by one of those partners, Cesar Rodriguez, who's the Director of Sales for Verizon, joining us right now. Cesar, it's good to meet you. Thanks for coming by.
Used to be a quarterback.
Yeah, Cesar, I don't know if you know what you did, but when you told DeMarco that you're a former quarterback, his demeanor changed immediately.
All the credit, none of the blame. Quarterback guys, there you go. Come on.
So tell me how Verizon got involved with this fantastic event.
Well, yeah, first of all, this is a great event. I mean, what a beautiful day for us to be out here. At Verizon, our goal really is to empower how our customers and our people live, work, and play. And we saw this partnership as a perfect way to do that, a perfect way to connect with our community on a deeper level. For us, it's not just about providing the best network. It's about investing in what matters to people. The camp is a clear opportunity for us to do that. It's a clear example of how we're more than just a phone company. We see ourselves as a life company, and we're dedicated to supporting these communities that we serve.
Getting out there, meeting the people. I mean, this is what it's all about, what we talked about with kids. I mean, this is our future here. These are our replacements.
Right.
You know, I think it's cool and awesome of Verizon to think that way. I hope it's not just about pushing the brand. I hope it is about outreach and meeting people.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's I mean, we're here in support. Our step van's out in the parking lot. We're handing out water to families, to kids. And, you know, it was more than the donation. It's we help provide T-shirts. We help provide new equipment to the kids. And most importantly, what we saw most important was to give an opportunity for some kids who wouldn't have had an opportunity to be out here today and get this experience. For us, it's more about showing that, hey, we're with the community and we can provide something and help people get there.
I'm sorry, there's just a very big man behind you there, Travis. He's distracting me.
As long as he's looking at you and not me, we'll be okay.
Yes.
It's got to feel great, too, Cesar, to know that, you know, a big company like Verizon, they're involved in a lot of things, but to be able to do it on a local level like this, too, that this is something that is immediately impacting the community in Fontana, the kids of Fontana. And, you know, I know I've said this a few times with some people who are coming through here, but I keep turning around and see these kids, they're having the time of their life. And it's just to be able to be a part of that has to make you feel fantastic.
It does. It feels great. These are the communities that we live in. These are the communities that we serve. Hearing the laughs as we walked up, hearing the coaching, the kids getting to all these tents, getting free stuff, getting to meet some legend players, getting to meet you gentlemen. It's been great, and watching that has just been really fulfilling for us as a Verizon team.
This has to be an option. It really does. This has to be an option. Like, not to go down the dark path, but what if this wasn't here? Where would these kids be? Where would they go? if this isn't an option. I mean, there's all sorts of bad choices you can make. How about a good one? This is a great one to come out here and do that. I mean, I think that's super important that we keep reminding kids at all times there's always a better choice in life, if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah, if we can guide that with these opportunities, like you say, especially in this community of Fontana, community of Rancho Cucamonga, which we serve here in this, at least in my territory, Redlands, Victorville up to the high desert, just kids all over coming together, really taking advantage.
And you played team sports. It's so important to function within a team and learn how that business works. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't get to be an individual your entire life sometimes. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
Even for a quarterback, DeMarco?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why he didn't say anything. See, It's always about him. Win or lose, he's going to get interviewed.
That's right. That's right. He's either the man or he's what happened out there? Caesar.
I did notice there's no side group practicing with red jerseys on here.
Right.
On a soccer
there
field.
he goes again.
Yeah.
What is the equivalent of the quarterback on a soccer pitch? Is it the strike?
Is it center?
Is it?
No.
Okay. I'm not super great versed in soccer, so I don't know.
Jorge would know.
Yeah,
It's center, right?
I would say that center midfielder there because he gets to distribute to the rest of the players either in the back or the forwards.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever Messi plays. There you go.
Does he get a red jersey?
Who, Messi? Nah, never.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Oh,
good. See, there's one one on the soccer side for it. Cesar Rodriguez, the director of sales from Verizon. You come out and you get to touch the community. You get to come out and be a part. And obviously, it's something that will be great for today, but I would imagine for a company like yours to be able to continue to do things like this, to continue to be involved with things like this is important as well.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to do that. We're incredibly proud to support all of the exciting things that are coming up here and at the in the world of pro soccer as well. There's tournaments coming up that we are definitely going to be a part of. But like we said, our commitment starts here at the grassroots level. And this camp is how we really engage this massive, passionate SoCal soccer community.
Well, Cesar, I want to say thank you on behalf of all of us for contributing to the community the way that you have, for putting together this amazing event. It's something that you and your entire team should be very, very proud about. This is a fantastic event.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thanks,
We're so
man.
excited.
Good to see you.
Yes,
sir.
Cesar. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you very, very much. Yeah, DeMarco, I know that we've been talking about this for a good chunk of the morning, but it is such a wonderful thing to see. And you said it a couple of times, the ability to touch young people in a way that's going to impact them moving forward. You've said it before. We're out here, we're running around. We're not staring at a screen. We're not just staring at home, just looking around at each other. Like out here doing something physical, positive, teamwork, coaching. All of these things are things that you use throughout the entire rest of your life.
It's one thing to see it on TV. We all do. We grew up watching sports on TV. Oh, it's my favorite guy. It's my favorite guy. It's my favorite guy.
Right.
They don't seem real.
They don't.
There's something you see on TV because the next TV program is like Superman where bullets bounce off or cops always get their man. But when you actually get to meet the person and you shake his hand and you just get to look him over or her and wow, you look just like me. You didn't put lotion on this morning too and you're at it. You know what I mean? It's you're human and you speak like I do and you eat the same food. Wait a minute, what's different from me to you?
That ashy connection is something that's going to last a lifetime.
It does. It humanizes. But the only way you get to see that is if you're here and you get to press the flesh.
Yeah,
in public.
In public.
In public.
I didn't know why you're going to do that.
I did. I knew where you were headed. I had
public.
your back on that.
That's the only way. But then you start to, well, look, if you're human and you have skin and you bleed just like I do, well, how did you get there?
Yeah.
And then they tell you the story about hard work and teamwork. It sparks right here. This is how you start that.
The other thing it does, too, and I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again because it creates fans forever. I remember when I wish I could remember exactly. I was maybe 10, something like that, 10 or 11. And my dad took me to an Angel game. And this is when before interleague play or any of that stuff, and the Brewers were still in the American League. And we got there early. And I was down on the right field line, railing, trying to get autographs. And the vast majority of guys just would walk by. They might turn and wave and say, hey, how you doing or whatever. But it was before the game. It was like, half an hour before the game, 45 minutes before the game. They're working. They're doing their thing. One guy stops and comes over and says, hey, man, how you doing? Great. How are you? And I had a baseball, and I just kind of hold it out with the pen, and he takes it, and he signs his name. I had no idea who he was. And I get the ball.
Yeah.
And I look at it, and it's a guy named Marshall Edwards. I remember it like it happened yesterday.
Edwards. Okay.
Marshall Edwards was in the major leagues for like a month. He had just gotten called up. He never stuck. He never really came back. He was in and out like that. But that dude stopped on the right field line at Anaheim Stadium in 1982 or 3 or whatever it was, came over and gave. I remember it like it was a major leaguer who walked over and signed, and that's it. The angels sing, the birds are. It was like, this is a defining moment, and it's like, I love everything. He was, and I don't mean this in any way, he was not a person of note. He was just in the major leagues for a hot second.
He was wearing the uniform. He was
wearing,
out there.
Yes. And it's one of those impacts, and these kids are going to get some of those moments today because you got professional soccer players out here that can have that same. Marshall Edwards.
We got to find this guy.
Yeah.
We got to find Marshall. I'm dead serious. We got to find this guy.
We should try that. That's actually a really good idea. I'm going to look him
Edwards.
up real quick because it was just one of those things that was.
Unless it's the one I'm thinking of, we might have just missed an opportunity.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Okay.
April this year.
Okay.
Here he is right there. That's him.
Is that
April this year.
Is he still with us or no?
Let's see. We're going to baseball. No. Oh, man. Just a couple of months
April
ago.
15th.
Oh,
so
man.
Just a couple of months ago.
Rest in peace.
Well, you said his name. See? That's what I'm saying. Way to go.
You know how many games he played in the major leagues?
How many?
He was up for parts of 3 different. He played 160 games. He played less than a full season total.
Wow.
And you met him.
And
it changed your
you
life.
know what? That's how much you can influence someone's life in just a small little bit.
Right
you know,
there.
that you still remember his name. You know, like you don't die until the last person says your name.
He spent 30 seconds with me.
Wow.
30 seconds. And I'm 53 years old. So this was 43 years ago. I remember like it happened yesterday.
Still with you. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I remember like going back and saying, Dad, look what I got. He's like, Marshall,
who's that?
I don't know who that is. Like it just, and I'm trying to think. So it was either 81, 82, or 83. So I was about right as far as I was 10 years old, 11 years old, something like that. Just one of those moments. And a lot of kids are going to have that.
That's
moment
awesome.
Today. What are we doing next?
We're going to do some Factor Cap next.
Factor Cap coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, Shohei, listen up, my fella. I know what you're going through. Back in the playing days, I used to get cramps too, especially in the fourth quarter in those outdoor games on the East Coast in the humidity. Brother, I know exactly what you're going through. Bam, out of nowhere, just a Charlie horse. Can't do anything, can't play football, can't pitch. Went out there and hit again. But look, let me tell you what you need to do. Go find some Highlands leg cramps ASAP. If I would have had this back then, I would have had no problems. If you would have had this yesterday, you probably get through the inning. I wish I would have had. I keep these on me at all times. If you fast forward to today, I'm retired now, but cramps still sneak up on me during the morning walks, playing with my daughter, even doing the show with with Travis when it gets hot outside like this. I have it right there, dissolves under the tongue very quick, does not upset my stomach, no water needed, and no waiting around. Look, cramps don't care if you're a pro athlete or a weekend warrior or just yelling at the TV from your couch. We all get them, even Shohei. So don't wait around. Don't do what I did. Get some of this now. Get ahead of it. Grab Highlands leg cramps, available now at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. You will thank me later. Shohei.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason in Ireland is next at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
When I rode a bull.
I rode a bull.
I rode
Wait,
in Texas. You did that
I rode
too.
a bull in Texas.
Like the actual or an electronic?
An actual.
No, I rode an actual bull. I won the celebrity bull riding contest. I stayed on the bull for 6 seconds.
I stayed on for 3.5 seconds.
What the bleep?
Yeah.
Well, I did it on live TV.
Oh my, you guys are wild, man.
The OGs of LA Sports Talk.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
Hey, John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's Thrive, nextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense, use Thrive, and protect your business.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia, puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. You're lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said, but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Howdy.
Wooder.
We are at Fontana, and I just saw the Loma Linda University Children's Hospital's mascot, which is a lion. I hope that mascot is doing better than the Sparks mascot. Did you guys see that video?
No.
Okay, so it was 2 nights ago when a bunch of stuff was happening crazy in the WNBA.
Including the green thing?
Yep, including the green thing. Different game. That was the Valkyries. So this was the Sparks. And they were, a cheerleader was doing a pass.
Okay.
So they were doing a bunch of round-offs. And literally on one of the roundups just smacks into the mascot. Mascot hits the ground real hard. So I hope mascot's fine. I hope you are not concussed and that you're doing fine, but it was kind of funny.
Was there any way we could bring in that other story that happened? Is there any way we could
be my guest?
How do you introduce or bring that in?
Well,
I'm sorry, never mind.
We're not gonna. So it is football's back
How
tonight.
do you get that in the arena?
Well, you can bring anything into the arena.
Not metal.
I guess it doesn't set off.
It was definitely synthetic.
Yeah. Okay.
And it.
But if you open the
it
bag and
moves
you
a lot.
saw that in there,
Well, you put it in your pocket. Nobody would ever see
Honestly,
it.
that's going to stand out.
I would love for it to be a clear bag. Because you had to have clear bag policy.
Yes.
If you're a girl, bring this in. So you got to have a clear bag, and they just they left that in, and then you just throw it on the court.
Or you can put it in your pocket and it's just,
Okay,
hey, this is the way
there you go.
God made me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's
I guess
also
you could.
occasionally, I've seen that happen at it was a Tennessee college football game last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gun thrown to field. Anyway,
happens.
Speaking of football's back tonight at the Hall of Fame game between the Chargers and the Lions. And I saw this comment on an SEC YouTube video, and I just want to read this comment to you. And there was SEC fans complaining about something, just complaining about inner fighting. So this is a person responding. Congrats on your 5-star recruits and $100 million facilities, SEC fans. Meanwhile, the MAC is out here playing real football in front of 14 people in a raccoon on a Tuesday night during a blizzard. Have you ever seen a punter throw a touchdown to a long snapper while the scoreboard's on fire? Don't think so. While y'all are busy arguing over which frat-funded dynasty is slightly less fraudulent, Toledo's cooking up a triple reverse flea flicker in a game that ends 43-42 after 6 missed PATs and a goalpost gets stolen. That's not football, that's Maction. You wouldn't survive 1 quarter in. What's it called again? You splinty?
Ypsilanti.
Ypsilanti. All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is why Maction rocks. This is why Maction. People, even like Andy Reid, take things from Maction. There's creativity there. So this is why Maction rocks. Travis Factor Cap.
100% fact that Maction has the MAC conference, the Mid-American Conference, has maybe the most recognizable identity of any conference in football. It is exactly what that. By the way, that guy's a great writer. He's very funny. That's incredibly well done. But when you turn on Tuesday or Wednesday night football and Central Michigan is playing Toledo or Bowling Green or any of these things, the game is going to be wild.
You might see some things like that were on the court of the baby.
Yeah, it
over
is.
there.
It is going to be wild, and they lean into it, and it's super. Look, there's a couple NFL players out there all the time.
Of course, yes.
But it's not
And
like
coaches.
the SEC, the Big Ten. It's mostly NFL players, but it's awesome. I love it. Yes.
It's crazy. DeMarco?
Oh, fact, definitely. Would you rather watch an F1 race or like a car chase when the car's on fire?
The second thing.
right.
Yeah.
For the same amount of time, right? You're locked in on this car.
Like, would you rather see an F1 race where everyone races immaculately, there's no big crashes, but there's maybe one or two overtakes?
You know what I want to do when I'm
car
watching an event on TV, a sporting event or something? Oh, my God.
Right. Yes. I can't
believe that just happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we're looking
Which is why,
for.
you know, the Ocho works, the slapping works, or whatever.
Right. To have a healthy dose of SEC talent and that Mac, MacGyverness.
Yeah.
You got to have a healthy dose.
The Mac culture.
Right. No matter what it is, they're going to play.
And some, like I said, some of those guys are NFL players.
Yep.
They're
I'll give you
good
this.
players.
Michael Hoyt, where did he come from?
Buffalo?
Where?
Buffalo?
Buffalo.
I'll look.
Okay, so you got to go to Philly. It's cold. There's snow on the ground. Of course, that's going to get into your kitchen a little bit, playing through the elements. He walks out with no shirt on.
Michael Hoyt went to Brown.
Okay.
Right.
It was a B.
Bad weather school, but he walks out with no shirt on like it's nothing.
I saw that.
That's the guy you need. That's where you get that Maction player.
You mean that picture right there?
Yes. The environment does not bother me. I've been through worse. Yes.
So today is the trade deadline at 3 p.m. for the MLB, and not an MLB trade happened, but something else. So the Foo Fighters and Nine Inch Nails are switching drummers. Former Foo Fighter Josh Freese is going to be rejoining Nine Inch Nails, while Island Rubin will mosey on over to the Foo Fighters. They're just switching drummers.
Just for fun?
Interesting.
Because I guess that they just don't feel as though they're working out in their current bands once they go to the other one. So we should have trade deadlines for more than just sports.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, your jobs, for bands, for movies, for TV shows, where Modern Family says, "Hey, I think we're not working out. Let's do a trade with The Office."
Yeah.
So we should have trade deadlines for more than just sports. DeMarco Factor Cap.
I love it. The fact, we need to flesh this out a little bit, but I would love to switch up a few people.
Yeah.
From bands and shows. Put this one over here. If I could, this is going back. Can we go retro?
Sure.
I would love to trade Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday and put him in Kevin Costner's Wyatt Earp.
Oh.
You've got an Academy Award-winning movie.
Yeah.
Yes. If you switch those dudes.
I don't want to mess with Tombstone too much. It's a pretty fun movie.
I would leave Tombstone where it is. It's great. But he's great because it's great because of him. I'd love to go to the other. Yeah, that would be awesome. I like that.
I like that too.
And then, Travis, you think so?
I don't think so. I'm going to go Cap just because I'm going to go purely selfish here. I do not want to wake up one morning and find out that I got traded to Cleveland.
Right. Yes.
You know, hey, the Good Karma folks have made a decision. They're trading you to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And
wait, I thought we were off limits.
Yeah, your children will now grow up off Lake Erie. No, thank you. I'd like to stay here in Los Angeles.
Contract.
You might be right.
I understand.
Yes.
So, but look, if we can have as a 30-year veteran of this, if I have my own bird rights, if I have a no trade, then let's go ahead and launch this thing.
That's
but
a good one.
I do not.
All right, I have one more for you guys. So football season has begun tonight with this Hall of Fame game, and it's funny whenever you go to. I feel like it's a common thing, and it's not just certain areas. It's not just certain bars. It's almost everywhere. So you go to a bar, has tons of TVs. You're planning to sit down on a football Sunday and just watch TV. And you ask the bartender, "Hey, can I get the can I get the Maction game on this one?" And they have to have 6 different remotes. Everyone's working on one thing. So my statement is, every bartender gets confused with bar TVs. Travis Fettercap.
Fact. It's always the bartender, the waitress, the waiter. It's always one of those. Yeah, I'll put on your Maction game, but I got to go find Dave. He's the only one that knows how to turn the channel. And she or he disappears for 10 minutes and yeah, Dave's not working today. Let me see if I can figure it out. And 90% of these places have DirecTV as their provider. And I'm like, it's on channel 209. Yeah. What channel? It's 209. Well, how do I? 209. 209. Well, and then all of a sudden the TV on the other side of the room is changing the channel. It's always a circus.
DeMarco?
You have to tip first. I learned that.
Okay.
Yeah, they become smarter if you tip first.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's extortion.
Of course not. That's what they do. That's what I'm saying. If you tip first, surprisingly, they know how to use the remote. If you don't tip, I don't know. Let me go get Dave.
What if I've been sitting at the bar and I've been tipping?
You didn't tip enough.
No, that's not.
That's what I'm saying. If you tip enough, whatever game, whatever action you want will be there. You have to tip first.
Stream it on my phone.
Let's Factor Cap, sponsored by Joseph S. Normand.
Joseph S. Normand, of course. You got a lot of choices in your legal team, but family always comes first with Joe. 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000 or normandlegal.com. We are here in Fontana. We are having a great day talking about this incredible event, a ginormous free soccer camp for all the youth out here in the IE. The Empire Strikers are putting this on, and we're going to be joined by a couple more people who made this happen. Peter Baker and Heather Valentine join us coming up next.
Tomorrow, it's Leagues Cup Match Day 2, and LAFC faces a tough test as they take on Mexican side Pachuca at BMO Stadium.
David flips it over the keeper to the back post. It bounces it in. Oh, what a goal!
Don't miss a minute of the action as the Black and Gold continue their climb towards the knockout stage.
David Martinez!
Pre-game coverage kicks off tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. The Black and Gold. Play here.
Real men don't bite their nails. They get them buffed and admired. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Save $30 on an indulgent 2-hour mani-pedi combo at Sage Spa.
Number 2.
Pointer Sisters, live August 23rd.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Jeep Gladiator and $5,000 in promo chips at 10 p.m. the 31st. Earn entries now. Be here at 10 p.m. on the 31st to win.
Morongo, good times.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Rams fans, the 2025 NFL season is right around the corner, and you don't want to miss out on any of the action. Catch every home game this season, including marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $93 per game. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Beautiful day here in Fontana, California. We are at the Empire Strikers soccer camp, one of the largest free youth soccer camps going. When the ground is not shaking, DeMarco, and we're under the shade here,
yes.
It is perfect. We had a little seismic event earlier in the day. A little interesting moment, to be sure. We are joined right now by another one of the partners here for this incredible event, Peter Baker, who is the Senior Vice President and Administrator of Loma Linda University Children's Hospital, joining us. Peter, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you putting this together. This is an amazing event.
Hey, what a pleasure to be here with you guys and be out here and support the kids of this community, really get them active in this summertime and hopefully kick the soccer ball and learn a new sport.
Yeah. So, Peter, talk a little bit about that specifically. That, obviously, as somebody who's involved with Loma Linda University Children's Hospital, you know how important it is to have kids outside, to have kids running around, have kids away from a screen for a period of time, to go out and learn teamwork, coaching, and all that. It has to be a natural fit for you and your team.
Oh, 100%. We want to support kids. A great active environment where they can get out, stretch their legs, learn a new sport, build some camaraderie. All that's great for both physical and mental health, and we just want to be out here to support the kiddos. It's a great day to see so many smiles on these kids' faces and their growth. So
no doubt.
Great to be here.
I like the fact that it's completely 100% totally free. Just come on out. Just come on out and move around, have some fun. There's how many different fields do we have here? And
8? Maybe
8 different.
I'm with counting everything over here too. It's at least 8. It might be more.
Isn't that the best thing for kids to be outside, out from in front of the TV and screens and running around?
Oh, 100%. Just seeing the smiles on their faces, seeing how active they are. I heard over 500, 600 kids this week alone, and getting them active and building those relationships, getting healthy, getting them running around. I mean, I can't imagine a much better environment and activity and something to do during the summertime.
And I hate to say it, soccer is the perfect sport. It really is.
It for little kids in particular.
Absolutely.
And it's just everybody can touch the ball.
Easy.
Everybody can run around. It's run, go,
yeah, go,
get the ball, kick it forward. Don't let them move past you. No, it's great. Peter Baker joining us. Why was it important that Loma Linda Children's Hospital get involved with something like this?
Loma Linda University Children's Hospital, we are the only children's hospital serving about 1.2 million kids in the inland region of Los Angeles. And we just see, different activities, high incidence of diabetes, other issues. And we know if kids get active, incidence of that goes down. And supporting that environment, activity, building relationships amongst the kids and seeing the smiles, that just promotes great life, learning for the future and really just camaraderie. So we found this to be absolutely important. And the fact that it's free to the community too, I mean, it gets just more and more kids out here. So we're thrilled to be a part of this. We're thrilled about the soccer and just support the Strikers too.
I guess that's me 2.0 with my kids. I was told what to do, but never really understood about diet, nutrition, and whatnot. But I make sure my 10-year-old understands. Read labels, know what's going in your body, and then you have to get up and move around. It's so funny how people walk around and all they do is look for places to sit down. All day, that's your mission. You walk so you can find a place to sit versus being out here and being on your feet, which is normal being on your feet. That's the healthier option, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. And, these things that they experience out here, hopefully starts habits for later in life. You learn in summer times about, activity and playing sports and being with your friends. I mean, that's something you continue to take on more and more and learn those habits later in life. So we're excited about starting them off right.
Peter Baker joining us, SVP and Administrator at Loma Linda University Children's Hospital. You and I were chatting a little bit, Peter, before we came on. And my wife works at a children's hospital as well. She works at Chalk in Orange County. And you mentioned your wife as well is involved in pediatric nursing. And tell me what, you mentioned 1.2 million. Is that the number you said of kids that you guys serve out in this part of town? What are some of the things that Loma Linda University Children's Hospital does in the community, specifically with the kids?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, first of all, preventative medicine, getting kids active and supporting that. In our community, we're actively involved in making sure, we're promoting in the schools, good lifestyle thing, great diets. That's something Loma Linda is known for, is making sure, we're getting all the right fruits and vegetables and supporting, a healthy lifestyle. We're active all throughout, this inland region and also just mental health as well. Mental health is something we're starting to really focus on, making sure kids have access to great mental health support if they need it. And that's something we're in the process of growing as well. So,
is that a relatively new area of focus for pediatrics?
Yeah, it is. It's a growing area. And one of the things when we look at our community is just the incidence of mental health growing and more every year. And I think it's more about people recognizing the challenges and seeking support and help. So we want to be in that space to help our community, and so that's another area we're excited. Obviously, we do a lot of acute care, for those unfortunate small fraction of our community that needs a heart surgery, has diagnosed with cancer and other things. But we also like to also do the preventive medicine and support that as well.
Having an outlet, I think, is huge.
Yeah.
Like you talk about mental health. We walk every morning. It's great for your health. It's also great for your mental clarity.
It's everything.
You know what I mean? So imagine a kid that's got some stuff and it's all balled up, but he has no outlet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it turns into behavior. But this is what I'm saying. This is great. Physical activity and everything else. Learning how to function within a group, with a team. It's so huge. This is a great thing you guys are doing.
Oh, well, we're great. We're just proud to be a part of it, and we're proud to be out here supporting the Fontana region. I know it's a growing community, and it's just exciting to be here. So we're grateful.
So the motto for Loma Linda University Children's Hospital is healing, healthy, happy. That sounds pretty good. I like those. Those are
goals.
3 H's, and those are 3 goals. Is that kind of just sum it all up, that these are the 3 things that we're going to try to get done for the kids in the community?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think the last one being the most important. We
Happy.
want our kids to be happy. We want to see them thriving. We want to see them enjoying their community and hopefully eventually giving back to their community. So, yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks for commenting on that. Healing, healthy, and happy, all 3 critical for success.
I'll try to remember that when I'm coaching. I'm trying the happy thing. It's hard to yell when you're smiling. It really is.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, it's hard to yell when you're smiling. But I'm trying that. I want to win. Is that bad?
No.
Well, there's a line.
Can you win and be happy?
Winning is usually better than losing.
Can you lose and be happy? That's the other side.
Not according to Pete Rose, you can't.
Right.
Not according. I don't want to have anybody that sings in the shower after a loss, is one of his quotes along the way. And what made you decide that this is how you wanted to do it? That this event with the Strikers, that this is the way that you wanted to engage with the community specifically?
Yeah, we've really been forming a strong relationship with the Strikers. I mean, they're not only do they provide an exciting service and venue and sporting event. I mean, we obviously love that, but really what we love is their engagement in the community. I mean, that's really what excites us. We want to partner with people who want to make a difference in the community, and that's what Strikers is about. And so, being out here, collaborating with them at the grassroots level. Engaging a bunch of kids on a great day. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a part of it?
Right.
This is exactly what our mission is seeing smiles on kids' faces and getting them involved in activities. So
yeah,
great to be here.
I love you. We just met. I like you, but I got to admit, I thought you were one of the Strikers when you walked over. Yeah, I did. I thought you were one of the players showing up. What did you do?
Do you have some game?
Yeah.
I'm more of a golfer and a tennis, but I unfortunately I have 2 left feet, so I admire the kids out here who are a little bit better than at the sport than me.
All right, I'm going to ask you to help me with something, Peter, that I too like to play golf. I am working very hard on my friend and co-host DeMarco Farr to get him out on the golf course. He is concerned that he is going to slow people down, that they're going to judge him. I need you to reinforce the fact that we're all in our own heads. We're not watching anybody else.
They're going to laugh at me.
You sound like my wife. I mean,
Oh, God, that just made it worse.
On the golf course too. So
right.
Once you get out there, it's addicting. I'm going to tell you. Once you get out there, it's more about being outside.
Absolutely.
It's more about the camaraderie. Yeah, you get to scoring's fun, but the most important thing is spending 4 hours with some friends, being able to hopefully get some exercise while you're at it.
I see that. I believed you the first time.
From Peter's lips to the golf god's ears that a round of golf only takes 4 hours. I wish that were always true, Peter. We know that sometimes that could go in a different direction. Let me just say on behalf of all of us here at 710 ESPN, thank you for putting this together. Thank you for being part of such a great event. We really appreciate it, and it's a real opportunity to get a chance to support you guys.
Thank you. Pleasure being on with you guys.
Thank you, sir. Yes,
that is Peter Baker. He, of course, is the SVP and administrator of Loma Linda University Children's Hospital, and he too is going to make me talk to Marco Farr into being a golfer. I'm going to make it happen.
The first time. He didn't have to tell me. I believed you.
Yeah.
The most fun I had playing golf was watching you play.
Yeah,
but I didn't have to swing a club once. Yeah.
But it would have been more fun had you been, because I guarantee you played in the NFL. You're an athlete.
Yes.
So your ability to hit a golf ball correctly occasionally is in there. It's in there.
Right.
It's 100% in there. It only takes 1 or 2, and you're like, ooh, Ooh.
1 or 2 what?
One
to
or
make
two
me go, I want to do this again?
Yes, 1 or 2 solid shots to where I'm trying to hit it over there, and it actually goes over there.
The opposite's true. I want it to go there. It lands over there.
That's okay.
Time and time again.
It's
you know what? I'm done with this sport.
The ratio's like 1 to a million. We all hit the million bad ones.
Right.
It's the good one that keeps you coming back time and time again.
No, I don't hit bad shots.
Yeah.
I don't hit bad shots.
Yes, you do.
I can't figure this out.
Absolutely.
I'm done with the sport. Yes.
All right. We are here in Fontana. It is the largest free youth soccer camp. The Empire Strikers have put this together. It is a great event. We'll continue to talk with some of the people involved, including Marco Fabian, who's going to join us coming up in just a little bit. And let's talk about the Dodger deadline. We're getting closer and closer. We are about just under 4 hours. We've got about 3 hours and 45 minutes before it is all said and done. They've made one move. They picked up some beef stew along the way. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. If you've been in an accident, people will give you all kinds of advice, like just take the first offer. You don't need a lawyer. But Jacob and Ronnie's got one simple message for you. Do it for you. It's on his new billboard over L.A. This isn't about anybody else's opinion. It's about your recovery, your medical bills, your future. Jacob and his team handle everything, from getting your car fixed to helping you find the right doctor to making sure the insurance companies take your case seriously. You deserve somebody who will fight for what's right, and Jacob does that every single time. When you call an attorney, you want one who is respected. Call Jacob. He's the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember, call Jacob.com. Jacob, proud partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. Empower.
Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
If something happens to you, what happens to your family? Will they struggle financially? Will they be able to afford the home you built together? With Ethos, you can get life insurance coverage in minutes. Get up to $2 million in coverage for as little as $2 a day. All online with no medical exam. Just answer a few health questions. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Rates may vary. Billed monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, so we were talking earlier today, DeMarco, about the impact that it can be to meet a professional athlete and how special it is to meet somebody that you look up to as a kid. And we are joined by, right now, by somebody who fits that description perfectly, Marco Fabian, who is a midfielder for the Empire Strikers, a two-time World Cup participant, and a 2012 Olympic gold medalist. Marco, it is a real pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you for having us out here today.
It's been an honor to be here and talk to you guys. Thank you.
What is that like playing in front of the world, man? the entire world is watching you right now.
No, it's been amazing. I know. It's a pleasure to be in front of everyone.
Yeah, it really is?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't get nervous?
No.
No, just go out there and play?
if you know I'm not nervous to play in front of the whole stadium, I'm not nervous to be here.
Yeah,
That's true.
Well, I mean, he played in the Super Bowl. I would imagine that it's one of those.
Yeah, but I did the world.
I understand. I understand.
know?
But there are tiers of things, and both of those are in the highest tier. DeMarco and I were talking earlier, Marco, about the impact that athletes can make, the impact that they can make specifically with kids and young kids. And talk a little bit about how important it is that you and the strikers and your teammates are out here today participating in a community event like this.
I mean, it is really important. No, just big. I share a lot of time with the kids because I always say like I was a kid too, and for me I remember I have impact of the bigger soccer players, and I just try to remember at this time it's put in his mind, and just try to share all my experience, but this make this impact for all the community, like all the things with Jeff Burum they made for this community, and just bring around more kids, and just try to the most important thing I say, like try to enjoy, enjoy the moment, enjoy the sports, and this case in soccer, but he can say like a lot of sports, like is the time to enjoy when you're a kid and just have fun. That's important. No?
You go and meet kids, and you're talking to them. Like I said, you get the questions about, wow, what's it like to be in the NFL? What kind of car do you drive? All that type of stuff. And then every now and then you meet a kid that asks that question, like, you're different. You're different than everyone else. Have you had that before? And I'll tell you a guy, it's happened. I met Kyron Williams when he was a little kid.
Oh.
And he would ask those right questions. And it's funny to see, or not funny, to see him as a pro now. Has that ever happened to you, like a kid you met all of a sudden grows into somebody special?
Yeah, for sure. I was kid, and I have some like special moments. Like when I was kid, I just see a lot of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. I just was thinking, man, I want to be like them guys. I have his photo in my room, and I just try to work hard, believe myself, and just try, and enjoy. This is the most important thing, is try to share with the kids. And one day I be in the same field, play against them 3 times, and I say I can't believe, but this moment I say I just remember when I was kid, and I say this is I make my dream true. Because I keep working, and I just learn from the other guys, and as I try to keep it right now to the community, to the kids, just believe in them, and just try to support. First thing, to do a sport. That's the more important thing for yourself, the education, and just enjoy.
When you think about it, Marco, we're talking with Marco Fabian, who's a midfielder for the Empire Strikers, a World Cup participant, Olympic gold medalist. That what you just described is really interesting to me. You still feel like I'm the kid that's going through it, as opposed to the guy that other people see and go, oh my gosh, that's him right there, right? Can you kind of be in both worlds at the same time?
Yeah, it can be. It can be because you are like, you remember like when you was kid, and then you are on the other side.
Yeah.
Right? So you just try to be like to be like you can do like I say, I don't want to say that like impossible is nothing, because everything that like you try and you do it. You have a lot of time like have mistakes, so you just think like you have losses. Where if you keep trying, you can make your dream true.
I was in awe of Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
Until he hit me in the hip. A little more awe. Now it's on.
Yeah, now we're fighting.
Fun stuff. I just love to get out there, and there's nothing like pure kid joy.
Yeah.
It's fun when you're in college or pro and you score and your team wins. It's great. But, I mean, when these kids, you show them something and they get it right, and they give you that look like the light just came on, that's what it's all about.
That's right, yeah. When they're learning, and I think always I say, like, it's a stage on your life. When you was kid, like these kids, it's like, you have to enjoy, have fun, and then you grow up and you have a little more close, like I don't know, 12 to 15 years. You start to know if you have talent. Maybe you can keep that different work to be a professional. No, if you're not, you can be another thing, another sport or whatever. But at this time, no, and then you can start to learning different things. But at this time you had to enjoy. You had to learn a small things, small detail like coordination to fundamentals, the basic things, you know.
Mm-hmm. So you were talking
Olympic tattoo, by the way.
Oh, Olympics games.
Is that what that is?
Yeah,
Look, I mean,
London 2012.
Not bad. I mean,
not bad.
Not bad. Not
Come
bad.
on, I would lead with that. I'd be like this every day.
I would have got it tattooed on my forehead. I wouldn't have put it somewhere where I could potentially conceal it. I would have had it across between my eyes. You know, you mentioned it's a tattoo from the 2012 games in London. We were talking a little bit before we came on that you've played around the world. Like you've been in Turkey. You mentioned Qatar, some other places, Qatar. Germany. Where did you enjoy the most? Like both as far as just getting to meet people and experience different cultures, and then both playing the game.
I enjoy everywhere. I'm the guy I'm open to play everywhere. But my true always when I start in Mexico with playing Chivas, my dream always is playing Europe. I think in Europe was the most higher leagues in the world, like the Premier League in England and the Bundesliga in Germany. I always follow this league, and my dream is like I want to play in Europe. I want to play for sure with my national team. I want to play in Europe, and when I have an offer, and when I have chance to go, it's like I make my dream true. And I think the most special thing was in Germany. I played 4 years there with the Eintracht Frankfurt. And when I just arrived, it's like nobody knows me. It's it's a Mexican player there. So I want to show my talent. I want to keep working. I start to do small details behind the sport. Like I start to talk in German. I start to learn German. I was to start. Actually, it's my second language. My English is not.
You're doing fine, my friend.
But German and all the habits what you have to do.
How many languages do you speak? How many languages?
Four.
What's the fourth? German, Spanish, English?
Yeah, Spanish, German, English, and Italian.
Italian,
wow.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Wie geht's?
Alles gut, bei dir?
Yeah.
That's why I think I enjoy a lot of Germany. I was champion in Germany in my 4 years there. And then I go to Istanbul, to Fenerbahce. I go to Qatar 2 years. I come to Philadelphia Union.
Yeah.
Actually, I was in the Eagles games a lot.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Are you an Eagles fan?
Some friends who play in Eagles.
We got to get you to SoFi, real football.
Yeah, I know. I like football too.
Yes, awesome. So, I mean, who do you think who plays the best football in the world, in your opinion? Who has the best football? The best
football right now?
Right now.
Oh my God.
Or historically.
Always between Cristiano and Messi, Always is the question. Everyone says. For me, it's like they are different. I cannot compare, but for me, it's both the most best players in the world right now. And I think they are young players. They just made Lamine Yamal and Foden and some good players. But I think what they made already, Cristiano and Messi, it's hard to be like
hard to top that. Yeah.
So what's it like now with the strikers? Obviously, it's a little different because it's an indoor game as opposed to an outdoor game. What are the adjustments like? What do you enjoy about your time with the strikers?
I think with my time with strikers, I enjoy a lot. I just retire like a professional outdoor soccer, like he said, and I never played indoor before. And when I just arrived, it's like I still with my rules. My rules is enjoy. I just try to enjoy, and I still to learning how they play because we have really good players to play the whole life indoor soccer. So I start to learn how you have to play with boards, with all the rules because the rules is like a hockey.
Yeah.
So yeah, I start to just learning, and my first season I be the top scorer. And then I just start learning, and I try to be a championship with this because I come to support the team. I try to help the team, but I still like to be a competitive.
Sure.
I want to be a champion in this team too.
I'm looking at your legs, and your legs look like my arms, like all scarred up. Look at all this. Trav, look. I mean, guys kicking you and whatnot, just turf burns, the whole nine, all this stuff. How do you feel right now, your body?
I feel good. I feel really good. I just try to keep my body, my healthy things, I just try to keep training. In the sport, you have a lot of injuries in your career. I have 3 surgeries in my back. But I still feel good. I still feel good.
So if I give you a ball and we walk out here, do you think you can get it? You can dribble?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Right here, this little net. I think I can.
He played in the Olympics,
net.
right?
Well, look at the net, though. I can just lay in front into this thing. He'll never get it in there.
Yeah, I think he probably hit it
You
from
think
a
so?
mile away.
Okay,
if he
forget
needed to.
what I said.
I think professionals are on a different level for sure. You know, it's funny, and obviously today is about kids getting out there, being healthy, and participating in a game, and getting a little coaching and having fun, like we've talked about a lot. But when you interact with kids, and you see every once in a while, you see, go, ooh, that kid's pretty good. Do you see somebody that's like, that kid right there, that young lady, that young man, he might have a chance?
Yeah, for sure. I think we also, like, after a lot of years to be involved with the soccer, I think we had this talent to know who have a talent to start to be like, who have a chance.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah. All right, DeMarco's going to go get.
Okay.
Going to go get a ball. At what age? Like, is it 10? Is it 15?
I think with the 10, 12 years is when you can start to look. Actually, a little bit before, like 7, 8 years.
Oh, okay.
They can start like have a good things, a good talents. Even if when they shoot, you know already how he are, like the movements, all the things. Like, and then the second thing, and I think is the most important, is just keeps doing, keeps working on that.
So, Marco, real quick, DeMarco, he's calling you over there.
Okay.
So, all right, you go over there. You can take your headset off. I'll do a little play-by-play while we're doing this. We're speaking with Marco Fabian, who is an Olympian, who's played in a couple of different World Cups. He's played in professional leagues around the world. El Tri of my team, like we know.
Right,
so
baby.
DeMarco is setting something up. So we got a ball. What is that? This guy's going to turn DeMarco inside out. Don't break his leg. I don't have to. Yeah.
It's net.
DeMarco looks like a 3-year-old trying to chase this. We just got a nutmeg. And DeMarco went for a diving stop, did not succeed. Marco with a soft little touch after a nutmeg through the legs. Look, I tried to tell you. I don't know what you were expecting exactly, but I give you a ton of credit for being willing to go out there against a professional, knowing that was going to be the result.
I laid out, though.
You
did
did
lay out?
Yeah, and
I laid out.
You know what else I noticed?
What?
He still had the ball.
I know. That's okay, though. He didn't score where I didn't want him to score from.
That was absolutely fantastic the way that he did that. So big thanks to Marco Fabian.
Oh, no thanks here? None?
Well, I don't know if thanks is exactly. I give you credit for willing to go out there to do that.
I tried.
And now he just got scored on by a kid.
Oh,
so
see?
he got ganged up
It's
on
getting
by
worse.
a
Worse.
I got a quick question for you, Marco, before you do it. In the grand scheme of things, just how easy was that?
Oh, man, why? Why? I did good.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
You could have kept that ball away from him for the rest of your life if you wanted to.
It was difficult, eh?
Yeah.
You see
big.
You see the small goal, right?
Yeah.
He made me like, you're never going to touch this. You know this, right? You're never going to touch this ball.
That was terrific. That was absolutely fantastic. Well, Marco, let me just say thanks again to you, to the Strikers, to everybody in the community for coming out there. You just, you spent a couple of minutes just right there with the kids, and the looks on their faces is what it's worth, what it's all about, I should say. And thank you so much for what you do.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, and it's been an honor to be here and share my time with the kids and with you guys. So thank you for everything.
Thank you for taking it easy. Where's the oxygen?
Yeah. Next match is football. Okay.
There you go. Come on.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. All right, Em, what do we got coming up next?
We got Mike Rademaker coming on with us. He's
Awesome.
the founder and CEO of MGR Property Management and Real Estate and Services. So it's going to be a great conversation.
What an event. The fantastic event out here in Fontana. We'll keep it moving on 710 ESPN.
Happy Western met Miss Lindy. She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Right hair.
2-hour mani-pedi combo at Sage Spa.
Number 2.
Pointer Sisters, live August 23rd.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Jeep Gladiator and $5,000 in promo chips at 10 p.m. the 31st. Earn entries now. Be here at 10 p.m. on the 31st to win.
Morongo, good times.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Good morning, Doctor. Doctor? Hi, Doctor. Doctor?
Dr. Jackson's practice is growing.
What do you mean we're still short-staffed?
He needs a good patient doctor.
How do we not have enough doctors to doctor all these patients?
And he doesn't have the patience to sift through hundreds of resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
We are moving forward here, and the Empire Strikers are putting together a fantastic youth soccer camp, a free youth soccer camp out here in Fontana. Just had a really good time right there with Marco Fabian, who put DeMarco on his back on the
No, I
the soccer
dove
pitch.
willingly. Come on.
Well,
he didn't score where I want.
It was a bit of a dive, a bit of a fall, a bit of a handful.
I blame my defense.
I
blame Mookie Betts.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Why
not? We are joined right now by Mike Rademaker, who is the founder and CEO of MGR Properties, MGR Real Estate Services, and it's a real pleasure, Mike, to have you here with us as well. And we're drinking our waters here, the MGR Property Management. You, too, are one of the partners that's putting this thing together and making this happen today.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
So tell me why MGR got involved with the Strikers, why this is such an important event for you guys.
It's about the community. The Strikers is kind of a conduit to get the information out to the kids that there's a better life, to teach teamwork, to teach support, and just to teach honor. And I think the Strikers bring all that to the table.
I was thinking the same thing as you just look and just see a sea of kids, and they have purpose, they're having fun, they're smiling, they're out in the sun. I mean, this is supposed to be what it's about, right?
They're all having fun.
Yeah.
And if they're having fun, they're not getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
And then maybe they make a friend that 2 years from now they see them on the street and they're not enemies.
You got to start somewhere.
Got to start here.
Yes.
Mike, what made you decide that the Strikers were the conduit, to use your word, that they were the ones that you wanted to partner with to create something like this?
I think it was Jeff Burum. You know, he reached out to me individually. The Strikers are directly across the street from a lot of our buildings. It was a close proximity, and because of that, I decided that it was the perfect fit for us.
It seems like it would be hard to say no to Jeff.
Impossible.
Impossible. I think you're right, Travis. I think it might be hard to say no to him.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about Jeff and Mike. I'm going to make a leap of faith here, but you strike me as somebody who's had a great deal of success in your life. That having a vision is incredibly important to this. That working hard, being smart, being strategic, and all these things, but knowing what you want to accomplish before you even start has to be an incredible part of that.
It's probably all of it.
Yeah.
Jeff doesn't look at just today. He's trying to look forward 5 or 10 years. And what I'm looking at is these kids maybe when they're 18, 19, 20, you know, looking back at this as the memory and the things that made a difference. We have a lot of local city officials that are helping, and whether it be Ontario, they've helped significantly with the arena. We got the city of Upland endorsing Fontana. Obviously, that's where we're at. Rancho Cucamonga. Everybody's kind of pulled it together and made the team theirs. Nobody owns it, but everybody is part of it. It's a great thing.
How did you have a touchstone in your life when you were a youngster? You met someone talked to you. You had a moment like this at a place like this. Anything in your life that spurred you on there?
I never played soccer, but when my daughter was 4, we went to ASO. And, of course, I had to be, something, so they made me a ref. And I never went to a game.
They made you a ref?
Right.
And you never – okay.
So, but they were 4-years-olds, so it was not much you could go wrong.
Herd ball, yeah. Okay.
they said, watch a few games and you'll get the hang of it. Well, they gave me the opening game of the season, and I had no clue. I had more fun for the next 10 years going to the ASO games than it was worth. I think I had more fun than the kids. And I think if the parents get involved, they're creating memories that you can't ever take from either one of them.
Yeah, that's one of the things, Mike, is when you have an event like this and you see the smiles on the kids' faces, you see them having a good time, you see them meet professional athletes and the excitement, and that lasts a lifetime. But, DeMarco, I've seen it on your face. I'm sure it's been on my face, that it makes everybody feel good to see good being done.
Mm-hmm.
To just look around and say that today is a good day for all of these kids out here, and to be able, Mike, you and your company, to contribute to something like that has to create good, has to feel fantastic.
I met a lady here who was telling me that it's been a little bit tough for their family.
Mm-hmm.
And school starts for them next week, and this was the highlight of her two kids' event. And it was the highlight of her event because she was able to give them something in a memory, playing with professional athletes, being in an environment like this. This was the pivot of her entire summer with her two kids. And that made today all worthwhile.
I bet it did.
Just amazing. I mean, it's so much stuff we take for granted, right? Like you said, I mean, coming out here, being out here, highlight, and who knows where that will lead. My co-host, told us a great story about meeting,
Marshall Edwards.
Marshall Edwards. One time, how many years ago?
43. I went to an Angel game.
Yes.
This was 1981, 82, something like that. I was 10 years old, and I was down on the right field line, leaning up against the fence with my baseball and my pen. I wanted to get big leaguers' autographs, and one person stopped on their way down, and he stopped. Hey, how you doing, kid? Good to see you. And he signs my baseball, and no idea who he was. Didn't know any idea. I look at the name. It's Marshall Edwards. I remember it like it happened yesterday. Marshall Edwards, we looked it up a second ago. He barely played a full season in the major leagues. He was in and out really quick. He was barely there. And Mike, it's one of those things that made a deep, lasting impact on me. I'm 53 years old. I was 10 when it happened, and I remember it vividly. And there's going to be kids out here today that have that same experience of just meeting somebody and saying, I remember the day I was at Fontana and I met Marco Fabian, and it made me do this, that, or the next thing. And to be a part, to create something like that, it lasts forever. It really, truly does.
You can't change that. I know first time I saw Marco offside the field, he was at an event, and I told everybody that me and him have played together. And you should have seen the look on everybody's face when a little older man saying, I played with this young superstar. And he looked at me and he says, when? I says, I did the kickoff to you one day.
Oh.
He says, you were the guy in the suit. I says, yeah.
Yes. We played together. Wow.
Yeah, for those of you that are not watching us on YouTube, if you're just streaming it or you're listening to the radio, Mike is in a beautiful suit, tie, white shirt, but you look like you always are the man in the suit, aren't you? You strike me as a suited guy most of the time.
Everywhere I go, I wear a suit and tie. It's respect to the people that I'm with. And today I got an honor that I've never had, my first autograph.
No way.
Yeah, that lady that her kids came, she asked me if I would autograph the shirt. And I says, well, there's nobody else's name on it. She says, I just want yours.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I did really bad.
Really bad? On the shirt, right?
There's an art to that.
Oh, yes. Come on.
We were talking a little during the break that you've taken some Laker games now and again.
Yes, sir.
Excited for Luka 2.0, skinny Luka, getting ready for a season around the corner?
I'm excited for everybody.
Yeah.
I just want them to win.
Yeah.
It could happen. It could happen. I mean, the West is tight, but it could happen. You never know.
Any given team can beat any given team on any
Very
given
true.
day. And I do think it has not to do with any one player.
Yeah.
It's team.
I think Minnesota proved that.
Yeah.
One team could beat. One more thing. You said you had more fun than the kids did when you were reffing 4-year-olds.
Uh-huh.
What was it fun for you?
Then I got to live as a 4-year-old. I was out there playing with them. I was one of them.
Yeah.
I wasn't the old guy calling a ref. I was just one of the kids out there having a good time. And I took it that way. I just was having fun with them.
Did you wear a suit when you ref?
No.
No, I wore, no, they wouldn't let me, man. I was dressed with all the suit attire, black, white.
All right, good.
I look like a ref.
We weren't suited up in referee.
It really hurt to take the suit off.
Is the founder and CEO of MGR Real Estate, MGR Services. Mike, thank you for doing what you do, for partnering with this incredible cause and making some memories for a lot of kids. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for
Enjoyed it a great deal.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Yes.
Nice to meet you.
All right, we're going to come back. And what do we got coming up next?
Let's talk a little bit about the trade deadline coming up today.
All right.
We
Did
only
they
have
make a
couple more hours
move
until
besides beef stew? No?
We've
That's it, but there's some great numbers about beef stew compared to a guy that they lost out on. That is a good thing for the Dodgers.
A number 3.5 hours, a little under 3.5 hours before the MLB trade deadline. We'll get into that coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. But let me tell you about my pal, Joseph S. Normand. Joe is not just an incredible attorney. Joe is a friend of mine. Joe is somebody that I feel great about telling you to call if you are involved in something, quite frankly, that's pretty terrible. You haven't been involved in an accident. You've gotten hurt. You've had something happen in your life that is unexpected and potentially dangerous and painful, and you need somebody that's going to help you navigate your way through that, and that's what Joseph S. Normand can do. This is why you need to put his number in your phone right now, 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000. Have it in your phone now, so if that accident does happen, and I hope it doesn't, but let's be honest, if you're driving in LA, it is probably going to happen at some point in your life, and you want to be prepared. The insurance company is going to come to you fast. Don't let them do it to you. Make sure you have somebody on your side like Joseph S. Normand that's going to get you what you deserve, that gets you what you're entitled to, not just what the insurance company is willing to do. 213-747-2000. 213-747-2000 and normandlegal.com, and make sure they know that Travis told you to call.
Tomorrow, it's Leagues Cup Match Day 2, and LAFC faces a tough test as they take on Mexican side Pachuca at BMO Stadium.
David flips it over the keeper to the back post. It bounces it in. Oh, what a goal!
Don't miss a minute of the action as the Black and Gold continue their climb towards the knockout stage.
David Martinez!
Pre-game coverage kicks off tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. The Black and Gold. Play here.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Hey, it's Travis. Every legend has a story, and those stories are kept at Legends Attic in Claremont. Legends Attic is the premier sports memorabilia gallery and store that offers a unique blend of rare and iconic collectibles. It's a community for sports fans and collectors, so go check it out for yourself. Legends Attic, 619 West Foothill Boulevard in the city of Claremont. Visit legendsattic.com and be sure to follow Legends Attic on all social media platforms so you can stay connected to know about their upcoming signings and special events with Hall of Famers and pro players.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. So why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They're draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do, because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Oh, wait. You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RICH for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code RICH. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RICH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RICH.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Pretty good day today, DeMarco. Saw you give up a goal. Met a lot of nice people. It's a pretty good day.
Okay, so I almost busted out the American-style football. If you won't give it to me,
okay.
I'll just take it from you.
I don't think you would have caught him.
I think I would have lined him up at least once.
He's got about 20 years on you. Maybe He's looked pretty fit and spry.
He's football. He's not expecting to be hit. I know where the angles are.
Well, you do.
Yes.
But he's also he makes his living by being athletic and elusive.
I just saw it, yes.
Yeah.
The ball was right there, gone, yes.
Me,
Crazy.
you could plant like a railroad spike. Like, I'd just be sitting there and I'd be a smear on the grass.
I swear, I thought he was going to kick it.
Okay, speaking of Marco, too, so Jorge sent us this, and I guess we could have asked him when he was here, but I didn't want to put him on the spot about it, but he was on a Love Undercover. It's a reality show where they assign people, these people that have fame and fortune in different ways. Then they get into the show and they kind of lie about their background. They say they don't say that they were a former soccer star, or they are a soccer star.
Yeah.
They're quote assigned fake careers to see if they can spark up authentic romances without the women knowing about their fame and fortune.
Oh.
Apparently Marco on it may have almost spilled the beans at one point in time before he was supposed to.
I would have lasted 4 seconds. That's not me. I played in the Olympics.
Right.
Yeah, I went to the Olympics.
Do you
That's
love
what I
me
did.
for me, or do you love me because I have this fame and fortune in my background?
Well, let's see if we can do both at the same time.
No doubt.
But I think it looks like it was on USA, so you can probably watch it on Peacock.
Oh, I would like to. I really liked him.
Yeah,
he was great.
Cool guy, yes.
He was great. So we'll continue to have some conversations with some of the folks out here. Mace is going to join us in about 15 minutes or so.
And by the way, about the Dodger deal that was made earlier today, I haven't seen what has been going out, but Jeff Passan hasn't reported what the Dodgers gave up in order to get Brock Stewart. But yeah, if you're just tuning now, the Dodgers are finalizing a deal to acquire right-handed reliever Brock Stewart from the Minnesota Twins.
Happy about it. It doesn't help the outfield. It doesn't help you field any better. It doesn't help you play any better, frankly. It's an arm.
Well, yeah.
No matter what you do, if you're still playing,
they're short
yes.
in the bullpen. They're short.
Okay.
And I think to just throw all your eggs into the everybody that's gone will be back and be ready to go is risky.
Yes.
That to say
it's
Tanner,
a gamble.
It is.
Yeah.
That Tanner Scott's not here and he hasn't pitched well, but he will be back and he'll be good
and he'll
2
be
months
great.
from now. It's like, okay, maybe.
Snell will be back and he'll be
maybe not.
Yes.
That same thing with Kirby Yates. That he hasn't been good most of the year, but he'll be good when it's like, okay, maybe, but maybe not. And Blake Trinan has looked pretty rusty since coming back. We're still waiting for Kopech to come back, and his health is always a question mark. So a healthy body in the bullpen, I think, at this point is, even if it's not
necessary.
A Mason Miller sort of name, who, by the way, went to San Diego, it is a healthy arm in the bullpen that they can certainly use.
And with that, someone put up a side-by-side of Mason Miller versus Beef Stew. WAR. Beef Stew has a 1.4. Mason Miller has a 0.7. Innings pitched goes to Mason Miller, but ERA goes to Brock Stewart. ERA plus goes to Brock Stewart. There's some things that they might be comparable. We just don't know who he was. Additionally, the Yankees are finalizing a trade to acquire closer David Bednar from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, you brought up Bednar yesterday.
Bednar's been on the radar for a while.
Okay,
like Bednar, Helsley. Duran, the one name that's been on the radar that, at least as far as I have seen, and maybe I missed it, if it slipped through the cracks, was Griffin Jacks from Minnesota. I don't think that he's moved. He was another name that went. Eugenio Suarez, he went to Seattle late last night, early this morning at some point, back to Seattle. That's where he was previously.
It was announced at my trivia game. Our trivia host was like, to anybody who cares, Suarez went there, and then
and he's the biggest bat that moved. And all of a sudden, they go from being a team that they're 4 games out of first place, but you got Raleigh, you got him, you got Julio Rodriguez, you've got all of a sudden a team that was basically trying to beat you 1-0 every night can now score some runs. So Dodgers they're kind of just sitting tight and saying, we trust with what we have, and we'll get back, and our guys will be ready when it matters most, and we'll go from there.
You read my mind. This is one of those watershed moments to where you're going to look back on this in October.
One way or the other, right?
Right,
yeah.
And especially if it doesn't work out, and especially if what's been ailing you, outfield, if that shows up and knocks you out of the playoffs. You had an opportunity here.
Can I paint a
picture?
picture
It did not happen.
You?
Yes.
Okay, here's another one. What you just said is certainly a possibility. Here's the other one where you're playing the San Diego Padres, and your bullpen falters, and Mason Miller comes in and locks your ass up. That you go play the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yes.
That you go in and your bullpen falters and Helsley
That
comes
guy
in and locks you up.
Yes.
Or I should say Duran is in Philadelphia. Helsley's in New York.
Yeah.
The team that you match up against head-to-head, that guy that they acquired is the difference between you winning or losing the series. That
big moment.
That is a clarifying moment to be sure. Or all of a sudden, Blake Trinan looks like Blake Trinan.
That's
Brusdar Gratterall's lighting up the 7th inning.
If all that happens, but they've been geniuses. They already are. They're made men. So this could be it
reminds me a little of the Rams.
But it wouldn't take
frankly.
Friedman off the high horse as being the smartest guy in the world.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
The Rams with McVay and with Les Snead.
And they've had their misses too.
Everybody has misses.
Yes.
It's not that you can't miss. It's just don't miss as much as everyone else.
But the only thing I'm saying is if we're reading it the same way they are or vice versa, right? You need help in the outfield.
I think so.
And you don't go out and do that. And then that winds up biting you in the butt. That's got to hurt you a little bit.
So I'm trying to – so this is – I think what is going on is this. They have a need in the outfield.
Yes.
And let's –
glaring.
What they need is they need to buy a low-mileage Honda Accord, okay? But they're asking brand-new Mercedes prices for it. Do I want to pay for that? And that's the decision. I know I need this. But the price is so high, I don't know if it's a smart thing to do because I'm going to need that money. And in this case, it could be prospects.
Yes.
I'm going to need this guy
in the future.
later. And I'm going to – this is one that I'm maybe not certain because I don't think it's ever certain, but I'm very likely to regret. I will take my chances with this car that breaks down a lot and hope that it doesn't cost me the trip because I'm not paying premium prices for basic transportation.
You've heard me say this before. I'm not going to walk because I'm mad at the bus driver.
Yeah.
So if you've got to pay a premium price, that's just the way it is. I wouldn't let my hubris get in the way of that. But here's the other thing.
Is it hubris or is it a good decision?
Depends on how your season ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, history will tell the story there. But
that, I don't know, DeMarco.
But if everything comes back, everything that the Hopis, that tribe, is betting on, all your pitching comes back and they start to pitch well. None of the rest of the stuff we just talked about is going to matter.
Yeah. I don't know if the result necessarily partially it does, but I don't know if it completely informs the decision-making process. If I ran across the freeway and survived, it doesn't mean running across the freeway is a good idea. It means I got there, okay, it worked, and if you said, I'm not running across the freeway, and somebody swerved off the median and killed you, it doesn't mean you made the bad decision. It's like just sometimes stuff just happens.
But I mean, you have a need, and
clearly
you're not going out and filling that need.
Yeah.
Or are you saying that you don't think it's worthy enough of getting help out there?
I think it depends on the price. If the price is Josue DePaula for a guy that might be here for a couple of months and may or may not be a difference maker, I think the price is too high.
That's the difference of being a defending champ.
Yeah.
If you were not defending champ,
I think you're right.
You'd go all in.
I think you're right.
Yes.
They and not just in their own minds, in the fan bases.
Of course. Yes. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're okay with it because you've got that off your back now. It's a little bit different. But I like I said, I'm foot on the gas. Unless you think you can actually win a World Series with how you're playing out there.
Not like
tell me that.
No. The way they've played for the last month, absolutely not.
Okay.
But I don't think that anybody.
We're seeing the same thing.
I don't think. But I don't think I'm seeing what I'm going to see 2 months from now. That's the difference.
Out of them, or are you going to have more pitching? Better pitching?
Out of what? Just let's say they don't change a thing.
Okay.
Let's say they just leave it the way it is plus beef stew. Okay. I would be shocked if they're not noticeably better just because they're guys that are good players will play better.
Okay, right.
Freddie Freeman's starting to
heat up. That's what we're
Max
betting on.
Muncy is coming back. I still have a lot of faith that Mookie Betts will be Mookie Betts again. Even if it's not the end of the year and he's got his 28 home runs or whatever, there's going to be a few weeks, a month, maybe 2, maybe 3 months where Mookie Betts is Mookie Betts. I still think that's more likely than not.
I'd rather bet on that
Yeah.
than looking for outside help. Really, that's what you're hoping for.
That's what it appears they're doing, at least with 3 hours and 7 minutes to go before the trade deadline. Now, look, we could be on the air in another hour or so, which we will be, and all of a sudden Stephen Kwan is a Dodger, and I'm going to be jumping up and down. That would be amazing. So we'll see what happens. But
regardless of what you had to give up, right? Be honest.
I don't know. I'm not super plugged into their minor league.
Yeah.
Who's this? And again, nobody knows for sure. Kwan is a made deal. If all of a sudden it was Justin Robleski, Dalton Rushing, and Josue DePaula, then it's like, well, one of those guys is going to be great, and they're cheaper, and they're under more team control for a longer period of time. So there's just so many variables.
One more thing about beef stew is that this is from Dan Hayes. MLB is reporting that Brock Stewart has had Tommy John. He's had elbow issues in 2023 after that. And he had a shoulder issue that led to endoscopic surgery in 2024. So he has a long medical history to look over, which is not unusual for pitchers. But the Dodgers are examining medicals before they are finalizing this trade, which is probably why we haven't heard what the Dodgers are giving.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would love to see the pitcher that doesn't have what you just described, especially a guy that's been around the block a few times like Stewart has.
Right.
If you find a kid, I was going to say, you find a kid in college, maybe even those guys have all had their arms rebuilt at one point.
How many trades get rescinded in baseball?
Very few.
Very few.
I do feel like who had the medical issue a couple of years ago that got struck down because of that? Was it Correa?
Oh, that was a free agent signing, but yes, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
They saw that. And
the Giants and the Mets both said we agreed to years and dollars. You just got to pass our medical board, and both of them are like, yeah, no, thank you.
Oh, really?
Two teams that, by the way, he's been great in Minnesota and been healthy in Minnesota. So
maybe they made the mistake, or they didn't like it. So, we're not ending our show here. We're here for another hour.
Yep.
And I do believe that Mason is in the studio. So we might get his opinion about the Dodgers.
Are we going to pre-dump at any point?
We could pre-dump. We could...
Pre-dump.
We are going to have hot and cold later.
Sometimes I like to pre-dump,
Absolutely,
DeMarco.
yes. Takes the edge off.
Yeah, it just, makes you just feel ready to go. Ready to attack the extra hour of the program.
But, next, we have some more people that are, a big reason that why we're here. We have Jill and Balen coming on with us to talk about why this camp, why soccer, and it's going to be great to talk to her.
All right, Jill's going to join us. Coming up next is Travis DeMarco. Mace joining soon, too, on 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th Annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Spend your summer days at Pechanga Resort Casino, voted the best casino outside of Las Vegas by Newsweek and USA Today. Soak up the sun poolside and enjoy world-class resort amenities, including exceptional entertainment, award-winning dining, spa luxury, golf, and not to mention 24/7 gaming excitement. Head to Pechanga Resort Casino, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA, to book a reservation or for more info.
Hey, it's John Ireland. If you've been searching for an energy drink that actually works without the crash or junk, look no further than Pro Baller Energy. Made with clean ingredients and natural caffeine, it gives you a smooth, focused boost, whether you're at work, on the golf course, or just need a pick-me-up. It's energy you can feel good about, and the limited edition Lakers can makes it even better. Find Pro Baller at Costco, Amazon, and select convenience stores today. Try it and see why champions choose clean energy.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
There you go, Jorge. Well done. Well done. We are joined right now by Jill Van Balen. That is Van Balen like Van Halen. So there you go right there. That's a good one right there. She is the Senior Vice President and Marketing and Communications for National Core and Hope Through Housing. Jill, thanks for having us out here today. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. It's so nice to be on the show. We're thrilled to be out here and partnering with the Strikers on this amazing week.
It really is an amazing week. Tell DeMarco and I and our audience what National Core and Hope Through Housing is.
So National Core is an affordable housing developer, and our Hope Through Housing Foundation provides programs and services for our residents. But we're really about community building. You know, we want to partner with our local nonprofits. The Strikers are a perfect example of that. We're here to give experiences to our residents that they might not otherwise have had.
So why soccer of all sports?
Well, it just kind of fits, right? Soccer is one of those great sports where you don't have to have a lot of money. You just need a ball and a field, and there you go, right?
Yeah.
And we work for communities where our families live in very tough economic situations. So, you know, sports can be, this week has been, you know, even the playing field. We're giving our kids an opportunity to experience something that they otherwise probably would not have experienced, get to meet professional athletes, you know, and just, you know, get to be seen and know that the community actually cares about them.
Yeah, Jill, it's got to be an incredible feeling of accomplishment and of satisfaction to, you know, like you just described, the kids out here today getting a chance to meet athletes, participate in a team sport, get coached a little bit, make new friends, all of the wonderful things that happen out here. And you, like you described, you know, create housing for people in your line of work and getting to do it and just be able to directly impact people's lives in a way that you can see that this was today and this is tomorrow and tomorrow's better than today.
Yep. And what's so beautiful about this for us, so we believe that housing can be transformational. But it's the services and the extra opportunities that we provide that really causes that magic and that true transformation. And many of our kids are actually participating in the camps today. So that is great for us. And the Strikers are an amazing partner. You know, our residents get the opportunity to go to all the Striker home games for free. They come to our properties and go to our after-school programs and engage with our kids. It's just a beautiful partnership, and I really give credit to Jeff Burum and the Strikers for the way they give back to this community.
We just met Jeff, and we love Jeff. Yeah, we can tell he does not take a backward step. You know, the crazy thing is, and when you care about your community or a community, you can see what needs to be done. But why is it so hard to do the right thing sometimes? Why is it so hard? We know what they need, and it's always a tough time getting it done.
Yeah, it's resources.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do everything for everyone. You know, we would love to provide housing for more people, but we do our part along with other nonprofits who are in this space doing the same great work. And the Hope Through Housing Foundation really is trying to do its part to give these people an experience so that they can thrive, so we can really help to give them a better life than they currently have.
You mentioned Jeff a second ago, and Jeff is the managing partner of the Strikers, and you are not the first person to mention him. If most of the people that have sat down here have mentioned his name and how important he is to not just what we see here today as far as the kids and their participation, but that this facility actually exists in large part because of him and the community. It has to be reassuring to know that you can lend your organization, your name, your philosophy to something that is so dynamic the way that is.
Well, he's actually a founder of National Core and Hope Through Housing, and his vision for what he wanted to do is something we still carry with us today. He is one of the few people that I've met in my life who really believes in giving back to the amount of ways that he does it. It's not just a one-off here and there. It's in his blood and something that he just does.
Not just doing it. He's not going away. You love that.
No.
All right. Give us your coolest home experience, like a family that saw the home for the first time and how transformational.
I'll give you a better one.
Okay.
So we have waiting lists that could be up to 10 to 15 years. And when our property management team picks up that phone and calls that next person on the waiting list, it's like winning the lottery.
Wow.
And so the amount of emotion, and if you don't have housing challenges, you don't know what it's like not to have a home.
Yeah.
And to be able to give that to somebody.
How do you not cry every time?
She's trying not to cry right now.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's just a great thing to be able to do. And I mean, and all this stuff, it's all the layers of everything that we're able to do for our residents through the work that we do.
It literally takes my breath away to make that call. I mean, can DeMarco, can you imagine? To pick up the phone and say, hey, I have a place for you to live.
Yes.
That must feel amazing.
And we just had a family move into one of our properties in Rancho Cucamonga who had been living in a hotel for 10 years, had been waiting for that call, and they finally got it.
Oh, my God. Wow.
So tell us a little bit, too, about ways that people can get involved, people that if they want to participate in an event like this, an event like yours, how can they do that?
So our Hope Through Housing has a variety of ways to do that. You can volunteer. You can give back. If you go to our website, it's hthf.org, and there's a way that says ways to give. We would love to have that. Support when we're doing a new community in your city. It would be great to have people come out and support affordable housing. It is so needed, and having affordable options at all ranges is so critical to having a complete community. So that's another way that you can help. And then just remember, we are a community. We should work together and do what we can to make it a better place for everyone.
I gave skin already. See, I tried to block a goal over there. What did you do, Trav?
I did the play-by-play of you donating skin and trying to block a goal out there.
Did you see me try to defend Marco a minute ago? No, you
didn't go well, Joe. He tried to defend a professional soccer player, and surprise, the professional soccer player got the better end of that deal.
Unbelievable.
I went out there and did it, though. Come on now.
But what's so great about the camps this week is we may be looking at the next Marco Fabian, the one kid who has been inspired, who's found their passion for soccer this week, and who knows where they're going to be in the future. That's what makes this so amazing.
Can't tell, like I became a Raider fan, a football fan, when I actually met one, and I shook his hand, and he looked human. He looked like I did. I'm like, okay. It's real. It's not something that you can't do. There it is. I love it. The more events you have like this, the more little flames you can spark. You never know.
Right. And the strikers are great because they're very approachable. So as a child, you have access to these with our communities, and it's just, it's a unique experience that not many people get.
It has to be nice, too, Joe, that you have a professional team in your own backyard. Like, yes. I know that a lot of the work that you do is centered here in the Inland Empire. And look, everybody loves the Lakers and the Dodgers and the Rams and all of these things, but they're in L.A. It's not directly in the community. And to have a team in the community, to have the players come out, to be able to have the players, or I should say the people in the community get to go to the games firsthand, it has to make a huge difference.
Yeah, and again, this goes back to Jeff's whole vision on what he wants to do with the strikers. He's trying to keep the cost down. He's trying to make it something that normal families can go to and experience and take their families to and have just a great day.
Well, thank you to contributing to this incredible event. That is Jill Van Balen, the Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications, National Core and Hope Through Housing. Jill, great work.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Do you have the VB like the VH, the Van Balen? Do you have, with the wings? No?
You should get that.
I should, though, right?
You should go to work on that. You need to hire a graphic designer to get that done.
I have one right over there.
There you go.
Your name might be a cover band. You never know. Van Balen.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate you. Yeah, DeMarco, that story that she just told us about calling people and telling them, hey, I got a house for you. Try not to cry when you make that call.
That's what I'm saying. Wow, yeah. Unreal, unbelievable. I love this when we do things like this and meet people like Jill, and the people that want to do things right and care about your fellow man and your community. That's all that matters. So hold on, put that thing back on. Yeah. Go ahead.
Former Rams player.
Yes.
We actually have an Eric Dickerson Learning Center in our Texas communities.
Do you really?
So it is our after-school programs with a little bit more because Eric's just that great.
Yes.
And he's very invested. He's been a partner with us for years, but we now have the very first Eric Dickerson Learning Center in Dallas, Texas.
That is awesome. I love hearing that. Is there a picture of Eric in there, like with the rec specs on and the Jerry curl?
There is.
If not, put it up there.
Okay, I will do that.
It's so funny you say it, DeMarco. When I think of Eric Dickerson, I think of the rec specs.
Yes.
It's like it is the very first, and one of the great running backs in the history of the league.
Absolutely.
But I think of the rec specs. I think of the collar.
The collar.
Yeah.
Everything.
No,
yes.
There wasn't a piece of equipment that he didn't have on.
No, but he is dedicated to his community, so I love hearing that.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
All right.
Thank you. Mace is going to join us coming up here in Mace. Are you in the studio right now? Are you around?
I am. I'm standing
there
by.
He is.
Hello.
Hi there. How are you?
What do you make
up,
a beef stew?
What's that?
What do you make a beef stew?
Well, I mean, I'll take it. It's not exactly the move. I mean, when
you seem underwhelmed.
I am underwhelmed.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd spend $300 million plus and then rely on some question marks and some injury stuff in the bullpen. I understand that I don't believe they're standing pat. I still think there's at least one other move coming.
We got 2 hours and 51 minutes for that next move to come.
Yeah.
You think it's a big one, or you think it's just more of those at the margins
If
things?
it comes down to Dalton rushing for Stephen Kwan, why would you not make that deal?
I'd do it.
I'd do it in a second. He's an
Yeah, I'd do it.
all-star. He's a gold glove. He's a great contact hitter. Right-handed bat makes so much sense in left field for him. Dalton rushing could be terrific, but I care about today. The window is right now.
And look, this is such a good point, that as electric as Ohtani is right now, and he's probably gonna win the MVP again this year.
By the way, wasn't it scary last night?
Terrifying.
Oh, I mean, it's like,
terrifying.
oh my God, this is
like, okay, the thing that we never wanted to see is happening right before your eyes.
Yes.
But look, he's 30 years old. He will be awesome for a while, but not forever.
Yep.
Mookie Betts may or may not be showing the first signs of some real decline in his game.
Freddie
Freeman
Freeman's
is in
getting
his
older, yeah.
mid-30s. The window is now. And there is no guarantee that Dalton Rushing is anything other than a guy that can play in the major leagues. Like you said a second ago, Stephen Kwan's an all-star.
Yeah.
Stephen Kwan, there isn't a, hey, is this going to work? We know it's going to work. He's a proven major league commodity, and Rushing has been okay. He hasn't really hit very much. Give me the proven commodity 9.9 times out of 10.
And by the way, Trav, if you go back and look at last year's postseason, Game 4 NLDS against the Padres, they used, 8 relievers, 0 earned runs, 7 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Now, does this bullpen have that in them? Because that's what it takes to win in the postseason now. It's the bullpen.
That's what DeMarco was saying a second ago, that what they have today, as we sit here on July 31st, the answer to your question, Mace, is hell no.
It's a little dicey. Dicey at the moment, yes.
Now, what you're asking, and that bullpen game against San Diego that you mentioned was an extreme example, but it's a good example. What they're hoping is that they're going to just flood you with ace starters, and I don't need to cover 5, 6, 7 innings. I got to cover 2. That's what they're hoping
They're
for.
going to be in a better situation in terms of starting pitching this year, no matter what. Last year they were really down to nothing. I think these guys have timed it right. I think they're going to be healthy. Again, fingers crossed for the postseason. But it's still going to come down to, can you get us 3 innings? Can you get us 9 outs when we need it the most? And I don't know that I feel confident in this bullpen beyond Bessia. Yeah, that's really
He's the one.
right now.
He's the one.
It's clearly, I think Blake Trinan will work it out. I think Blake Trinan is going to be fine. But some of these other arms, I hear them say we're going to bring up Bobby Miller in the bullpen. I'm like,
oh
my God, come on. Come on. If Bobby Miller is the answer, what is the question? Seriously.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was written by a Padre fan, right? Like, there's no
all
way.
Is lost.
Yeah.
All is lost. Yes.
The Padres, DeMarco, we were talking about this a second ago, that Mason Miller of it all, he's in San Diego. Now, they paid a high price to get him. They paid the number 3 prospect, not in the Padres system, in the entire rankings of major league prospects. He was number 3, the shortstop DeVries.
Yep.
Would you be down with that? Like paying a premium price for?
I would.
You would.
Of course I would. I'm with Mace. Mace, you said you're in the win now mode, right?
The window is now.
I'm right now, and we'll worry about later.
Yeah, and by the way, and so here's the thing. Kwan, I have less concern. I mean, Rushing is the number 1 prospect in the farm system. He's technically with the Dodgers now and has been since May. But when you get down to it, I would absolutely be willing to give up your number 1 prospect for an outfielder who can play every day, Gold Glove, all the stuff that Kwan does. Now, I do understand why you don't want to necessarily overpay for a reliever. There are guys still, not that I'm keeping track of this, but David Bednar, Pittsburgh, Pete Fairbanks, Tampa, Raisel Iglesias, Atlanta, but I'm not paying very close attention to it.
Not at all.
I still think one of those arms would slot really well into that bullpen.
What if it was more than one? What if it was Rushing and Robleski? What if it was Rushing and
for which guy?
Knack?
For Kwan?
For Kwan, or for, let's say, I know he's unavailable right now, but let's say Mason Miller, a guy that throws 104 miles an hour. He's basically unhittable, but You saw what the Padres gave up. They basically gave up their best guy and a couple more guys.
They're not defending champs, though.
Yeah.
You are.
I understand that for a guy, for an everyday player or a guy that could play every day like Stephen Kwan. It's less defensible, I think, when it is a relief pitcher. But again, it's going to come down to those arms in that bullpen in this postseason and a potential repeat as world champion. I say push all the chips to the middle of the table right now and get that arm.
Not that they would ever do it.
Yep.
But I got one more for you guys.
Okay.
What if the Angels
All right,
offered
do
up
it in a
Kenley
second.
Jansen?
Do it in a second. I've been an advocate for this for months now. Kenley Jansen is having a tremendous season, 19 saves and 20 attempts, 3.25 or so ERA, .09 whip. I mean, seriously, he would make a huge difference.
Where's the no?
Can you imagine hearing California Love for the first time when Kenley Jansen comes out? It's like almost worth it for that.
That would be great. The argument against DeMarco, I think, is the last time we saw him in a Dodger uniform, it felt like it was over. Like it felt like okay, and he's pitched,
to be wrong.
He's pitched really well,
Yeah,
and
okay
I'm not, and he is a great Dodger, and Kenley Jansen's probably gonna end up in the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
he's that good of a player, but pitching for the Angels is not the same thing as pitching for the Dodgers and pitching in those incredibly high leverage situations.
But here's the thing:
he wants to get his save record, and he's like a little bit away, and you can only get that if you're in the position to save a game, which is better with the Dodgers.
And by the way, Trev, Mason Miller pitching for the Athletics, that's not high leverage stuff.
True.
Yohan Duran, not high leverage stuff.
Yep.
I mean, it's high leverage in the context of a game, but these aren't teams that have a chance to go to the World Series. So you're really not David Bednar, Pittsburgh. You're not getting guys who are in high leverage situations on really good teams, no matter what you do.
Yeah, it's a good point. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of the PTSD of the last time I saw him with the Dodgers. Like, no, this is because, the last time he was with the Dodgers, Julio Urias is the one that had to finish the game, not him.
That's true.
And it was just one of those, okay.
Like, let go of the past.
Right. That was 5 years ago.
Let go of
And
the past.
5 years ago, we were done. So I don't know if 5 years later I want to relive that whole thing. All right, we are here in Fontana. We are enjoying a great day. The Empire Strikers putting together an incredible youth soccer camp, a free youth soccer camp here in Fontana. We'll continue our conversation. Jack Downer is going to join us. Coming up next is Travis DeMarco with Mace here, too, on 710 ESPN.
Tomorrow, it's Leagues Cup Match Day 2, and LAFC faces a tough test as they take on Mexican side Pachuca at BMO Stadium.
Nubby flips it over the keeper to the back post. It bounces it in. Oh, what a goal!
Don't miss a minute of the action as the Black and Gold continue their climb towards the knockout stage.
David Martinez!
Pre-game coverage kicks off tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. The Black and Gold. Play here.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
All right, we got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square.
USC football is more than a game. It's tradition, pride, and unforgettable Saturdays in the Coliseum. Be there for every kickoff, every touchdown, and every unforgettable moment this season. Secure your football season tickets today and lock in the best seats, exclusive fan benefits, and memories that last a lifetime. Don't miss out. We need you in the stands. Visit USCTrojans.com or call 213-740-GO-SC.
Progressive understands that bond between you and your boat. But imagine if something happened to it. Without the boat, you're just Tina with too much boat knowledge. Sure, it's helpful on the water, but with no boat, you're someone who talks way too much about knots, and no one cares what a jib is anyway. Boat Tina could get away with it because she has a boat. So make sure your boat is insured. Get Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer, and then go back to being you, Tina, who owns a boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, continuing our conversation. I cannot wait for this. We got a lot to talk about coming up right now. Jack Downer joins us. He is a member of the Empire Strikers. He is a Super Bowl Pana world champion as well. And you've got some stories that we got to get into, Jack. First of all, let me say thank you for having us out here today.
Oh, thank you for having me. Pleasure's all mine.
Yeah, so we've been talking about it. A lot of kids out here getting to participate. You get to coach some of these kids. And one of the things that DeMarco and I have talked about a lot is what it means, I should say, as a young kid to meet a athlete, somebody that you see out on the field, out on the ice, on the court or whatever it is. Well, you're that guy for a lot of these kids today. What does that feel like?
For me, it's a blessing. When I was a kid, it was something I always wanted to do. I always tried to attend camps, and I was always learning wherever I could. I used to travel to London, so I grew up in Southeast Kent in England. I used to travel to London, which was about 2 hours, just to watch the matches live.
Yeah.
Let alone to be able to ask the players and coaches questions, to be able to share the pitch and the ball. And I think it's really inspiring, and we're getting great feedback. The kids, they won't leave us alone, and it's the best blessing to have.
So when you were a kid, you got to play against a pro, somebody you looked up to. And you turned it up. You wanted to show him something. Has the kid ever done that to you? You were like, I better turn it up or this kid's going to embarrass me.
No, seriously, I think in the last 3 days, I've played 1v1 against maybe 500 kids now. And it is getting formidable, especially the ones that come back and they learn. So there's ones that came yesterday, and they must have been practicing all night because today they're playing amazing.
Yeah.
However, there's only been one person so far that I haven't nutmegged. And she was a girl today, and she did really well. I beat her 3-1, so she got 1 goal as well. But I don't want to play her tomorrow because I know she's going to be really, really good.
She's going to go home and put it together.
Nutmeg between
so a nutmeg's when you put it between the legs. And in Pana, which is a European expression, that's what I play in the 1v1s, it is an instant knockout if you put it between the legs.
Yes, he did that to you.
He did that to me.
So Marco Fabian did that to DeMarco right there about an hour ago.
I am not surprised. Marco is one of a kind.
Yeah.
So how do you get from Kent, England to Fontana, California?
Hey, worked very hard.
Yeah.
Made it to the sun. I was actually competing in street football, which I still do. I just won the 3v3 European Championships and then the 3v3 All-Star Championships in Tokyo.
Oh, wow.
When I was there, one of my friends from America who was also competing, he said, Jack, you need to try MASL. And I knew about it, but I hadn't looked into it. And the next day, I looked at my message request on Instagram, and it was a message from Jeff Burum himself. And I said to my friend, did you do this? He said, no. And that was it. For me, the stars had aligned. And, I replied, and I was so excited to get over. And came out last year and been training very hard since.
Everybody that sat in this chair has mentioned Jeff.
Yeah, there's right reason to do so. He is, not only is he the catalyst, but he's the metronome and the driving force behind it.
Wow.
I had many club offers. I had club offers for Italy, for indoor futsal, all over the world, in Colombia. But it was talking to Jeff and his vision for the community, not just as an athlete, but as an engaged athlete in society, which really resonated with me. In street football, we're just happy to see more kids playing together. We don't care about race, gender, beliefs, religion. We're just happy that you're enjoying your passion and you're improving. And Jeff really aligned with my values there with this team. And I'd never seen it with a professional sports team. And he said a lot, and I believed him because of his resume. But then seeing it in person, I was like, not only is it a passion project, this is like his life. And you can see it in testament right now.
What does it mean to you, Jack, to come out here and see the kids out here. You know, some of these kids, we spoke with a couple of different people today that this is the highlight of their summer. They start school again next week, right? Yeah, they're going back to school, and they get a couple of days out here with people like yourself. That has to be an incredible feeling to know that they're having one of their best days today, and it's because of you guys.
Yeah, that's unreal, and it's not just because of us. I mean, it's also incredibly heartwarming to see all the volunteers. Everyone here, you guys here, like it builds the whole experience for them, and I remember those amazing days in my summers all those years ago, and I know that they will, so I'm super proud of that, but I'm proud not just for me, but for all of us. This is a team effort, and yeah, it's really inspirational.
You know, like at football with the U and soccer players get a bad rap for the flopping, and you guys aren't very tough.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. Show me that scar again.
Yeah, here it is.
What the heck is that?
So that is 2 foot-long scars that I have running down my abdomen. I had a collision with a goalkeeper in an 11v11 soccer match. It was a charity match, believe it or not, which makes it even more crazy. I got knocked by the goalkeeper's knee. We collided going for a ball that was passed over the top. Turns out that I had a grade 5 liver laceration. A grade 2's like you got stabbed. Grade 3's like you got shot. Mine was practically exploded. I took myself to hospital. And
how long between the collision to when you showed up in the hospital?
So I was actually seen for surgery after 7 hours.
So you were bleeding for 7 hours?
So I had 1.5 liters of blood in my abdomen, but they didn't know. So thankfully I survived. Unfortunately, I have a friend who passed away with a grade 2 liver laceration after an hour and a half from a rugby challenge. So I was very fortunate. I had 11 days in hospital. I had 2 comas, learned to talk again, walk again. And before all of this, at the age of 14, this happened when I was 22. At the age of 14, I was told I was too old to go professional. And, I went through all these challenges, 9 months of rehab. A year later, I had to do another 9 months of rehab because I had a second core surgery. They said it would take me 3 months to walk again. 2 months later, I won the World Championships again. And then a year after, I signed my first pro contract here at Empire Strikers.
Yeah, you're here for a reason.
Thank you.
You're here for a reason.
DeMarco.
Did you say too old at 14?
Yeah, that's what they said in England. If you're not in academy by 14, you're too old. And I think, thankfully, at 26, I got the pro contract. Proved them wrong, but I think that's what we're doing here. Thank you.
That is an extraordinary story. And if you're not watching on YouTube, if you're listening to us on the app or on the radio, the scar goes from kind of the middle of his chest right down to below his belly button. It's a real scar.
I've got other ones as well. This one, that was a chest drain. So I had 500 milliliters of fluid in each lung. I was awake while I was drowning. I told them in hospital, no, I can't breathe. They said, yeah, you can. I said, I can't. Next thing you know, I couldn't, and that was that. So, yeah, there's this little spot on my neck. It doesn't look big. That was a tube that went directly to my heart. I was going to be on life support. They said if they turned that machine on, I had a 20% chance of ever waking up. But I woke up just before they turned it on. So
wow,
we've been incredibly fortunate, but that fortune is being spread here.
All this is because of soccer and football, the injuries?
It is.
Are you sure you're good at this? Wow.
If I was any worse, I definitely wouldn't be here.
Yeah. So tell me what it's like going to all these different formats. You're talking about futsal. You're talking about indoor. You're talking about 11v11 traditionals. Like, is it kind of like sort of speaking the same language with a little different dialects, or is it like learning an entirely new sport?
It's interesting the way you look at it. I think it is. They are distinct, their own sports. However, you can apply yourself to each of them, and that's what I'm trying to do. I believe that Pana and 1v1 street football skills, you can go from the street to the stadium. I really believe in that, and I think you can apply it. I coach pros 1-to-1. I've got 5 Premier League players I've worked with at the moment. Yunus Musa, who's on the men's national team for soccer. And I believe that you can do that. But for me, it's very hard to be the best at all of them. But I would like to be, try and see how far I can go and get on the field for Empire and prove that street can, you can apply it.
Yeah.
I want to play street soccer. Like, it's just, how do we do it?
So there's 1v1. That would be me and you in a cage.
Just me and you.
Back to back.
Wait, I'm down 1, so should I go?
You want to try this again?
We might as well do it.
Do not put my friend in the hospital again.
The cage is over there.
Yeah. Go again?
Oh, how big is the cage?
Hold on.
We'll be able to get on there after. It's just over there. It's it depends on the sizes.
Okay. I think he wants you to go take him to school, Jack. Go do your thing. So DeMarco has already lost earlier today to Marco Fabian, who is an Olympian and a World Cup participant. And now we've got Jack Downer, champion in his own right. And DeMarco's attempting to defend the goal again, and Jack has got the ball here. He's just kind of running to see. There's the nutmeg straight in the goal. Now, the good news is DeMarco did not fall on the ground this time. He did not dive. But Jack basically made DeMarco, go back and forth, and then just split the legs.
Totality, probably 5-6 seconds there.
That was another nutmeg, my friend. That was another nutmeg.
You need to get out there and try that.
I know better. This man is a professional.
Imagine Barry Sanders as a ball, and he's moving it with his foot. How did you do that? Oh, my gosh.
Thank you for going easy on me, man.
I didn't even know we started. It was over already. Did you know from jump, I can control this ball. I understand this sport.
So when I started playing soccer at 10 years old. So it was actually very late. And I was very bad. I was always playing catch up. But that's what gave me the mentality of trying to outwork the other players. So I actually trained every day for 9 years from the age of 14. And I didn't play regular
Picking up for those guys. They are out in Fontana right now. Get a quick break, going right back. I don't know what the hell's going on here. We are in the midst of Travis and DeMarco. Mason in Ireland starts at 1 o'clock. An hour late today, but we intend to pack a bunch of stuff in. Momo will be here in a little while. 710 ESPN.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
Inheriting a home can be overwhelming. Between repairs and the time it takes to get everything ready to sell, it can feel like more trouble than it's worth. That's where Seller's Advantage comes in. One real customer who inherited a home shared their experience, and I quote, "We had an inheritance from a relative. It would have taken us a lot of time, money, and headaches to get the property in shape to sell. I heard about Seller's Advantage from a radio commercial and decided to give them a try. Their offer was reasonable, and we accepted it. They took care of all the physical effort and legal complexities. We closed within 3 weeks. I would highly recommend them to anyone," end quote. No matter what your reason for selling, call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or use the website sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our zesty dragon fruit mango lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. only at Waba Grill.
Beat the heat this summer with NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. If your AC breaks down, don't hesitate. Call NextGen now and enjoy expert installation on any new system. For a limited time, combat SoCal's air quality and reduce dust in your home with a free no-ozone air purifier included with any new AC system install. Call 833-3NEXTGEN or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, lifetime warranty on selected items.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Dive into the Marvel Universe on the official Marvel Podcast. We're going behind the scenes with the creators behind Marvel Comics, the stars of the MCU, and Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige.
But if you want the real answer, if we're trying to get real on this podcast,
celebrate the legacy of your favorite Marvel adventures and characters. The official Marvel Podcast.
I think this show's going to be a real treat.
New episodes every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
We are connected to Fontana, where Travis and DeMarco are right now. It's kind of two cans in a string at this point. It is. We got a little shaky connection. Guys, can you hear me? No.
We can hear you a little bit.
Okay, there you are.
Now?
There you are, Em. Yeah, we got you.
All right, great. We're still with Jack.
Yes. Jack Downer. Didn't know we were doing British accents today.
I wish I could do a British accent.
Of course you can.
I cannot. That was
you
really
just
bad.
did it. No, you just did it.
Was that pretty good?
All right, so those guys are out there, and we will definitely try to connect when we can. And I just watched DeMarco fail to stop one of Jack Downer's shots. It literally rolled it right between his legs, which is a nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Yeah, and that's DeMarco's second nutmeg of the day.
The
So
word I
if
wasn't
you are
thinking.
just tuning in, we're all waiting for the Dodgers to do something. They did acquire Brock Stewart from Minnesota. He's having a very, very good year. His former Dodger farmhand came up through the system and actually pitched for the Dodgers at one point. 2-1, 2.38 ERA, 34 innings, and 34 innings and 41 strikeouts. He's striking out 32.8% of the batters he faces this year and is just missing barrels. He's allowed only 3 home runs all year. He will join a bullpen that includes Blake Trinan, who last night gave up a couple of hits, Alex Vesia, who's been unbelievably reliable, Jack Dreyer, who's been really good, Ben Kasparius, Justin Robleski, Alexis Diaz, who I think is like the wild card in the whole bunch. They actually signed Alexis Diaz after he was DFA'd by the Reds. He's an all-star from a couple of years ago. Bobby Miller is down at AAA. Bergman, well, come on in. We're talking Dodgers. Bobby Miller, they say that in the bullpen, he might unlock something, is what Dave Roberts said. So he is going to go to the bullpen down at OKC and maybe work his way back into the Dodgers bullpen. And Dustin May is another guy they have not traded. He's a walk-away free agent, but maybe they can find a spot for him down in the bullpen. Bergman, host of the Blue Review.
The Blue Review.
Okay. So are you surprised that they've been relatively quiet?
No, I don't think that they were ever going to do something. I'm disappointed that they're relatively quiet right now.
Yeah.
I still want them to make moves. There's still 2.5 hours left to still make some sort of move.
Yes.
I would still love a back-end bullpen reliever.
Yep.
And I would not just Brock Stewart. I think Brock Stewart is going to be
David
great.
Bednar, Pete Fairbanks, Horacio Iglesias.
Bednar's gone.
Oh, where'd Bednar go?
He went to the Yankees. That's done.
Yankees.
Bednar's to the Yankees, so that's done.
Yikes, so that
and
one's
gone.
done.
So you have Pete Fairbanks. You can go after
Horacio Iglesias.
Griffin Jacks
from Minnesota.
There are guys that are still available, but I don't believe in the whole idea of giving up your entire prospects for a reliever.
Right.
Now, if you're going to give your prospects up, give me a guy like Stephen Kwan. I think they can still go out there and get somebody like Stephen Kwan.
Yeah.
So they need an outfielder. To me, Mace, I can't go into a postseason game and have Michael Conforto in left and Teoscar Hernandez in right and have the worst corner outfielders in the game.
Yeah.
In the postseason.
Correct, yeah. And the other thing is, I pointed this out with Travis a little bit earlier, but they had, I think it was Game 4 against the Padres. They threw eight different relievers in 9 innings for a shutout, and without that, they do not win. They got, remember, the starting pitching was totally broken last year going into the postseason, and it was the bullpen that saved the day.
Yeah.
That's the reason why the Dodgers are World Series champions.
Yeah, they were the bullpen dogs last year.
Yeah.
And that's a huge part of what they did. But I don't think it's going to be like that this year. You hopefully, as long as everybody's healthy, obviously health is, what it is.
Of course.
If they have all their guys lined up and it goes Yamamoto, Snell, Glasnow, Shohei, you don't need your bullpen as much. So you only need a couple of guys. That's the hope.
Yes.
That you can get 6 or 7 innings out of those 4 guys each.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of mix and match and only use Vesia a little bit. Only use, if Kopech's back, a little bit. Only use Trinan a little bit. And that makes it a much deeper and stronger bullpen.
Yeah. So we got 2.5 hours.
Oh, God, do something.
2.5 hours. Everybody's moving. Dodgers do acquire Brock Stewart, who's going to be a useful arm for him.
He's great. He's a great righty, and he's almost untouchable against righties.
Yeah, and he's got one of the top strikeout rates in Major League Baseball this year, so he has been really effective for them, and I think will make a difference here.
Definitely.
You know who's joining us today on the whenever we get to the Mason and Ireland show? It's kind of like
20 minutes.
It's kind of like a really long crosstalk.
Right.
You know who's joining us today?
Let's get one thing straight. This is Shooter's tour.
No.
I've worked hard my whole life to pay my dues, and now it's Shooter's turn. And Shooter's not about to let his reign at the top be spoiled by some freak, sideshow clown.
Did you just call me a freak? I was on this tour for one reason, money. But now I got a new reason, kicking your ass.
There you go, Shooter McGavin.
So excited.
By the way, in Happy Gilmore 2, he was phenomenal.
He was so funny.
That whole movie was
The
great.
whole movie was great.
It
Laura.
was really good.
The scene where he's running away from what was the place called? That's like the live tour, Maxi Golf.
Maxi Golf.
He was like going back and forth and just like, it was so funny.
And ultimately, I mean, I think at this point, is there such a thing as a spoiler alert for Happy Gilmore?
No, there's no spoiler alert for Happy Gilmore 2.
It was on Netflix. You didn't have to go into the theaters to see it.
Because Preston McDonald ultimately does become a good guy.
He does.
So Shooter becomes a good guy in this thing.
Shooter.
All right, coming up next
Mets are
for
making
you.
a trade. Mets are trading for center fielder Cedric Mullins from the Baltimore Orioles.
By the way, the Mets really fortified their bullpen with Tyler Anderson and with Ryan Helsley.
Ryan Helsley. I'm so upset about the Helsley move. That was the guy that I wanted. He would have cost the least. He was a walkaway free agent. Seemed like it just made perfect sense, and they didn't get him.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, coming up next for you, by the way, Momo's going to join us top of the hour. A former NBA star says this generation of players is just different. We'll do that coming up. Plus, we will reconnect with Travis and DeMarco. They're in Fontana. We'll do that next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Coming up today at 3 p.m.
Marcus, George Sedano, Scott Kaplan with you here. Thanks for taking the time, buddy. What went into the decision in regards to you joining the Lakers?
For me, it's being able to get back into that mode of, being on a big stage, making an impact, and, helping the team win.
And now, let me ask you this. How much or how instrumental was Luka in recruiting you over here?
He's big time. The fact that, a player of his caliber, checking in, and trying to see, what he can and how I can get over here to join, him and LeBron and everybody else on this Lakers team to come over here and, help do something, make an impact, to do something great. We understand that we play this game to win championships.
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
Your next Subaru is waiting for you at Subaru of Glendale. Check this out. Lease a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness CBT with power moonroof, Harman Kardon speaker system, and a 10-way power driver seat for just $319 a month plus tax for 36 months. One at this payment, S37-35805, MSRP $37,764, $33.99 due at signing. Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net. On approved Tier 1 credit through Subaru Motors Finance. No security deposit, 10,000 miles a year. Model code SRI-23.
Hey, it's Travis. Every legend has a story, and those stories are kept at Legends Attic in Claremont. Legends Attic is the premier sports memorabilia gallery and store that offers a unique blend of rare and iconic collectibles. It's a community for sports fans and collectors, so go check it out for yourself. Legends Attic, 619 West Foothill Boulevard in the city of Claremont. Visit legendsattic.com and be sure to follow Legends Attic on all social media platforms so you can stay connected to know about their upcoming signings and special events with Hall of Famers and pro players.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Connor DeMarco's taking everybody to school over there. You should not feel bad. He just did some stuff.
Oh, she got him.
Yeah,
she got him.
Where you were saying, like the Globetrotter guy.
Yes,
he's Curly Neal.
Yes.
Yeah, he is remarkable. That is. I'm really glad I saw that with my own two eyes because I don't think I would have believed it.
The more I see these guys, I think I may be a fan of indoor soccer.
Yeah.
This seems like a lot of fun. It's in the environment I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not so spread out. This might be fun.
No, it looks amazing, and that was witchcraft. How he was able to keep the ball in his foot like that.
Around forever.
Well, I don't know if it's been around in terms of like professional teams competing against each other, but you've been able to play indoor soccer. Like I played indoor soccer as a training thing.
Was it always 6-on-6?
Yeah, it was always smaller because
okay.
the field's smaller. It's not as big as this. It's about half the size of this, maybe a little smaller than that.
I thought they actually had a league.
They did. Years. So there was, when I was a kid in Phoenix, there was an indoor soccer team.
Yeah, okay.
I think they were the Inferno or something like
yes,
I think San Diego had a indoor soccer team for a long time. But that was really cool.
Phenomenal.
To see. Yeah. Mace, are you there? No?
I am.
Right.
Yes,
No.
I am. I'm
Mace
standing by. Standing
there
by.
he is. There he is. All right. So our friend Jack Downer has a scar that runs basically his throat down to his pelvis, and he
I'm
nearly
watching
died
on
twice.
the YouTube. That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something else. You want to do a little hot and cold, Mace?
Oh, yeah. I've always wanted to do hot and cold.
I could tell by the look on your
we
face.
Welcome the new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC heat and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen. Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
Hi.
That's you, Em.
Howdy.
Hello.
Yeah,
Woodard.
what's hot is Fontana.
Hola.
Fontana's pretty hot right now.
Shade,
but
it's pretty nice.
It's a pretty great day to be here. Awesome to see all these kids out here doing some great work in this free soccer camp. Awesome. But what's hot is a league in Europe. The Financial Times is reporting in Front Office Sports is that the meeting between LeBron James, Maverick Carter, and Nikola Jokic on the boat was really to have this European Soccer League. And here are their ideas about this league set to launch in 2026. And it would be able to, so that people could participate in both the NBA and in this league. So 6v6, 6 men's and 6 women's teams, a touring format similar to Live Golf and F1. Players get equity in the league. Backed by global investors, we know what that means, and NBA rules block player ownership. So
NBA rules block player.
I don't know what that means. It was just listed as.
You can't own it. I guess you can't own it.
It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when and who is the guy that's going to be the person to take the leap.
Yeah.
The money, to your point, Adam, the story, the money comes from the Singapore government. It comes from a casino in Macau, which is in China, and it comes from the sovereign wealth fund of the Saudis. Somebody's going to take their money.
Sure.
The way that the golf took their money, the way that F1 took their money, somebody's going to do it. It's just a question of who do they get? Do they get older guys like a LeBron James, or do you come in and say, look, we're going to take Wembanyama, SGA, and Luka and go form our league?
Do they say anything about what time of year they're going to do this? Is it summertime?
I think they're attempting to do it similar to the Women's League Unrivaled, where it can be scheduled so that players can participate in both this and the other. Like, so, consider.
It would have to be summer.
Well,
tell you who
here's
doesn't
the rub,
like it.
and I don't know the answer to this.
NBA owners are not going to like this at all.
Damn right. Exactly, Mace. That's exactly what I was going to say.
They're taking money off the table, and you're risking everything.
Yes.
Risking your
yes.
athlete. Yeah.
That if the let's call it live basketball. Live basketball can say, we don't care if you play in the other league. Well, the other league does.
Right.
You think that the Lakers want to see Luka go on some barnstorming tour throughout the rest of the world?
Can they stop you from going?
I bet they can.
I'm sure they could.
Yeah.
Contract language.
Yeah.
What's the point of it? Is it the
Make
point
money.
just to make money?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
You don't
just,
have enough.
grow the game. You're in other
Basketball is
areas.
pretty
darn
grown.
big. Yeah,
Basketball is
it's
pretty
darn
grown.
That's what I'm saying. What's the point of this? What are we doing this for? It's just purely for money.
Sounds like it.
All right, what's cold is Jason Momoa. So there was a video put out yesterday, and could be that I get fooled by AI and deepfake, whatever. But Jason Momoa posted it himself, a video of him shaving his face because he is finally free of his contracts with places like Dune and other franchises, so he can shave his face if he wants to. He doesn't have to keep his facial hair for various roles. And he looked like a combination of Matt Damon, clean-shaven, and Hugh Grant. It does not look good. He doesn't look like Jason Momoa. Giving back his beard. Some people deserve or need to have their facial hair.
How do you feel? You have the right to shave your beard whenever the heck you want to. What if ESPN said, nope, you can't shave your beard ever?
How much was ESPN paying you?
I still get a check every other Friday.
You're still getting the check.
They can tell me whatever they want.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that he kept that beard for that long just for that reason there.
And honestly, he probably got more roles because of it.
By the way,
I think
he
it looks
doesn't
better
even,
without
he doesn't even look like the same guy. It's like he's unrecognizable as Jason Momoa.
What do you think? What do you think, Mason? Beard or no beard for Momoa?
I think you got to go beard if you're Momoa. That's like his whole trademark thing.
And I just want to put this in here, unless you guys talked about it while we are off of Unconnected, but the Dodgers are sending James Outman to the Twins as part of the trade for Brock Stewart.
Okay.
From
Not so bad.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So that is the other side of the deal for Brock Stewart.
To me, that means they probably are going to be in the market for an outfielder.
Yeah, it could be.
You got,
That's a good
2
point,
hours
Mace.
left?
Yeah, we got just about 2 hours and 10 minutes. But Outman, I think, is the great example of what every team needs to be fully aware of. Outman showed up and was awesome.
Got hot, yeah.
And then he wasn't, and he hasn't been since. And Major League pitchers are ruthless, and they're fantastic at what they do. And once they figure out where you struggle, that's all you're getting. And you got to figure out how to counterpunch off of that. And that was what Outman was never quite able to do. And that's why the guy that looks great right away doesn't mean he's going to be great. That's why a guy like Quan, Mace, going back to the player that you've been talking about, there is no question. He's a major league player, a successful major league player. There isn't a, hey, is it or isn't it? It's like, and that's why rushing is still in the, I don't know stage. He may turn out to be the second coming of Johnny Bench. I don't know. I don't think so. But he also may be a guy that we're never talking about.
Right.
Him.
I mean,
You
he's
just have
striking
no idea
out a
what's going
third of the
other
time
way.
he's at the plate. I mean, he's certainly not. Oh, look, Momo walked in. So I think. By the way, thank you to James Outman for the near robbing of the home run last. Knocked it back in, but
you got to catch that.
And Andy Pajes is the guy that really needs to catch that. In the
you need to catch that too.
Pajes should have caught his for sure.
I think you should have caught both. We can argue all day, Travis. You got to
Outman
have
was like
both.
all the way over the fence. All the way over the fence.
Yeah, you got your glove on it.
He's over the fence, DeMarco.
I know. Pajes was the one I was like, oh, you should have had that.
Miraculous catch, but dang it, you need that one.
If the greatest catch of the season is your expectation, then I guess you should have caught it.
If you get your hands on it, you should catch it.
You know what? Outman caught one of those against the Twins the other like a week ago.
Yeah.
Remember that with Carlos Correa, who was going to tie the game on that home run, and Outman ended the game.
He's a good outfielder.
Not helping me right now.
No, he's a really good outfielder, but that on a degree of difficulty, that was a 10 out of maybe an 11 out of 10.
Absolutely.
That was virtually impossible. So do we give it to you guys here? What do we do?
I don't know.
I need a little
I'm
guidance.
ready to roll.
We are just going to give it to you
supposed
guys.
to be
There's no super crosstalk because we just did it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's super
We'll just hang up.
crosstalk. Yeah. All right. It's all you
Super
guys.
duper
Jace,
crosstalk.
Momo,
Just
have a
hang
good
up,
time.
yeah.
We'll be listening.
All right. Thank you very
we're
much,
just
guys.
gonna hang up. Click.
Click.
See ya.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes ago. Thank you very much, Travis DeMarco out in Fontana. Momo is here.
I'm
Momo,
here
you have
with lashes.
you've arrived. You were on TV. You're looking fantastic.
I got out of the show early. I was like, can you wrap me in a couple segments early so I can go over to radio? And they're like, for you guys.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Yeah,
I
good.
appreciate
Look
that.
at
Are you surprised the Dodgers haven't made a bigger move at this point?
I mean,
Come on.
Yeah, I think I am just because the Padres made a big move.
Yep.
And, other teams.
The
Mets are Phillies.
Bullpen. Phillies added to their bullpen.
But I think with the every time I watch them, I just think they look tired. They just look like a team that has that World Series hangover. And I don't mean hangover like it's into the beginning of next season. It's just they're tired, and they have all this stuff off the court, off the field.
Yep.
They went to Japan. They ended late, started early, went to Japan, came back. Like they're just doing too much. They all needed like 3 more weeks of the offseason.
Yeah. Can you believe it's actually the lead was very big, and now the lead is 3 games over the Padres.
It's getting tight.
Yeah, it's very tight, and they got
Mason
Miller.
I know, you just picked him up.
I keep wanting to call him Miller Moss.
Yes.
It's Mason Miller. But yeah, I did
You're not
just
gonna have
pick
to
him
remember
up
that name
in
that much.
fantasy.
It's okay.
No. You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think he's good, but they also have Robert Suarez already. So I don't know why they need another arm like that.
Supposedly they're selling on Robert Suarez. That we may see him move because of his contractual situation. Suarez can walk away, and Mason Miller
to the Dodgers.
is there. We would take Suarez. Yeah, the Padres love to make trades with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
They love to.
That last time went really well.
Yeah. My
Matt Kemp and the
my Kenley Jansen to the Dodgers thing doesn't seem like it's going to happen, Momo. I know you're a big Kenley.
You were trying to like manifest it.
Oh, I was trying
and I was
so
right there
hard.
with you.
Yeah. Because it would make sense. Tanner Ward and Kenley Jansen would make a ton of sense for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
That package.
What's interesting, I mean, they might get Stephen Kwan. Maybe that happens later, right?
That'd be great.
They need some outfield
You would
help.
move Rushing for Kwan, right?
I probably would.
Yes.
Will Smith is in his 20s still, right?
Yeah. He's got 8 more years on his deal.
They traded Fiducia already, so now that's both your backup catchers.
But I mean,
or your young prospects.
But Rushing has struck out a third of the time that he's been at the plate. Has handled the job defensively really well. And it's too early to judge. He still could be somebody.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to happen without regular playing time, and I just don't see him getting regular playing time with the Dodgers.
Yeah, and I just wish he played another position. Like if he could play third.
Left field.
Well, it's hard to go catcher in left field, but yeah.
He did play a couple of games in left field at OKC.
Okay.
But I don't think I don't think they were satisfied with that.
And the thing about when you have he's on the team for his bat.
Yes.
Right? That's why he's the hot prospect. He's ranked all up there.
Yep.
And we saw this for years with Gavin Lux. Like we just kept waiting for him to figure it out.
Yep.
And at some point, it's just not going to happen. Like the one year where he tore his ACL, I think that was the year that he looked the best and he was positioned to play the best.
Yep.
And it just didn't happen. And sometimes with these young guys, if it doesn't happen right away, their value decreases. Like it's like driving a new car off the lot.
Now, Gavin Lux he's just a guy.
He's just a guy. He's on the Reds. He's fine.
269, 4 homers, 42 RBIs. I mean, it's fine.
Fine.
Terrible outfielder.
Yeah.
Just really
he was
butchered
supposed
in
to
the
be
outfield.
second and short, right?
Yeah,
and then they
exactly.
And to me, it's like there's all these guys. We all know them because we play in our NL only fantasy league, and one of them gets called up. We're like, oh, we got $20 on that guy when they get called up, and then they hit so poorly for the first three weeks that they're up.
Yeah.
That they get sent back down to the minors.
Right, and they don't develop any rhythm. You don't play every day. All that stuff makes it really, really hard. Now, you mentioned our fantasy league. Can you believe how close it is?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's like the closest year we've ever had.
I was in first place for so much of the year, and then my team has just kind of fallen apart. Like Mookie Betts is just he was on your team. You made
I traded him.
Good for you.
Yeah.
He sucks this year.
I sold low.
You did, but you actually got a lot for him.
I did get a lot.
My best player just got traded, Suarez. I was riding Suarez all year.
No.
Yeah,
we're all. There are 5 teams within 5 points
God.
of each other in our league.
Yeah,
I've not been in contention in years.
There were teams that were at the bottom of the league 3 weeks ago that are now in second place.
I know. Somebody's figured something out.
Or our team, the teams at top, just haven't been able to pull away, kind of like the Dodgers. Me and the Normans are kind of like the Dodgers.
Yes.
We should have pulled away, and we did not.
All right, coming up next for you, you did not pull away. Coming up next for you, we will actually start the show officially.
Okay.
And we will have Momo comment on Skinny Luca.
Skinny Luca, I love this one.
That's next. Mason and Ireland, 710